Yo, yo, yo. Let's go, go, go. What up, Jess? Everybody doing all right tonight? Turn this off. You don't need to see my ugly mug. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody good? I hope so. Everybody staying warm or cool, whatever the case may be. Um, First off, I want to give a shout out to my Aunt Diana, who, if not for her, I'd be living under a bridge right now. So thank you, Aunt Diana. Um, I kind of changed the direction of this. I was going to just show how the Bible's not ours, but I decided to tie in to the Jesus and the Son of Man is not ours, and it's not him either. Um, in my opinion, we're all the Jesuses. We're all the sons and daughters of man. If one could do it, there'd just be one here. We would need everybody. If Dean was doing it, he would need me. Fools and Tools was doing it, she wouldn't need me. But we need each other. So there's that. Uh, Christians that are hearing this, or whenever they hear it, they're gonna get. It's gonna trigger them for sure. And I've had this for about 4 or 5 years, 4.5, 5 years. I've had this. It just wasn't time, and now, obviously, now it's time. And when I came to YouTube, and Dean can confirm this if he wants. I was in Facebook, and when I went in to do this, I was geared towards the Bible people. I thought they were cool. I thought they'd be cool anyway. Obviously, we know how they are. They're not. And 10 years later, 11 years later, we're learning that, wow, everything's a lie. Which I started learning in 2018, 17, 18, when I found out Moses was horned. And yeah, it's something else. We all been hoodwinked. Hey, Alma, how are you, hon? Everybody good? Jared Jaguar's in here. Cool, cool. I'm gonna get my glasses on. I know what I'll do. Turn the lighting up on this. There we go. I'm waiting on Sandy and Sing. Not necessarily waiting on Sing. I'm waiting on Sandy. I'm glad to see you. Hey, Pamela. I'm glad to see everybody here. Yeah, pretty much, Dean. We have been talking about it since we met. And I've I found things in the Bible that nobody else has found. I don't know why. I don't know how. I mean, I do know how. Why nobody else can see it is really beyond me. And the one big one was the veil of Moses, the curse of Moses. Basically, paraphrase it, it says, if you rely on the commands of the little hats, if you read those and that's what you want to do, then you can't see that you are the law. You are the law. I'm not if I reference Jesus, it's not to glorify Jesus, Yeshua, any of that, because it's all a lie. I'm going to prove it in the scriptures tonight. So now that everything's in, here's how I'm going to do it. When Sandy gets here, I'm going to talk about the scriptures. She's going to read the verses. We'll go through them, and then I'll open up the panel for questions. That way I can just get through them, and then we can go over them if anybody wants to go over them. Please, by all means, anybody that can, and I know this isn't for y'all down here right now at this moment, but prove me wrong. I want people to prove me wrong. Most definitely prove me wrong. So, uh, if she's not here in another 5 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and start. Sandy's she's sidetracked sometimes, or she's got something going, something happening. Let me message her. Dean, you'd be proud of the garden I got. Man, you'd be proud of it, or proud of me for doing it. I didn't know I had such a green thumb. I guess apparently I do. And I use the electroculture. I think, well, I don't think, I know that it helps. I got like 20 2-footers that do a 3-foot circle. I got it by all the plants in the fence, and then the larger garden part, I put 6-foot ones in, which cover. So I got them every 10 feet. I did the overlap. So yeah, really good. Worked really well. Oh, man. Oh, I'm wrong. I've been wrong, but not on this because it's not mine. So you know, most definitely. Um, hey Jesse, if if she doesn't show up, do you want to read these? You got your Bible on you? You want to read these scriptures for me? Since I sent them to you. Hey, do you know this Jesse, young man Jesse in here? I've known him almost as long as I've known you. Wrong and right is. Let's see what it says here. Can't read it. Right. That's the truth. That's funny there. That's a good one. Right, right. Yeah, I'm just getting ready to get started here. Get all my stuff in order. Let me roll a cigarette, and then we'll go. Then we'll be ready to go. Anyway. I'm trying to find somebody to help me read these verses.
Never guess what where I'm at. I'm in a car. Now we're going to be dashing where I'm at. Bad signal.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I'll take care of it.
I got it. I got it pulled up now. It's not the Bible. I got the ones that you sent me.
Yeah. It's the last ones I just sent.
All right.
Yep, that one. So yeah, if you want to help me, I'd really appreciate it. That way it goes a little faster.
Yeah, much definitely.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, I'm also trying to do this phone stuff. I can't stand it. This phone.
Just hey, well here I know. Hey, Jesse, just hit that link right there. I sent. Let me resend it here. Hit this link and come on up.
I had it pulled up on my.
Right there. There it is. Here it is. Just come on up. I gotta go.
All right.
All right, bye. You're a long-winded young feller. He's like a young version of you, Dino. Tell Marina, tell Mal I said hi, man. Well, if you want to, here's what I was wanting to do. I've got all these verses, and I was wanting to read one or have somebody read them while I'm talking about them. But we can switch back and forth. That way, we can just go right through them real quick. But it's up to you. Whatever you want to do. I know it's late over there, and you're probably tired and working all day. I hate to bother you to do it, but if you want to, yeah, Jesse he might drop off too. He said he's door dashing tonight, so I don't think I can. I don't think he'll be good to help me. So, or I'll just go through them. Fuck it, do it myself. Whichever, it don't matter. You know me. We'll make it. All right, I got you. All right, it's there. I put it on your. Okay, I sent it to your Facebook Messenger. Thank you. Appreciate it. You're on Saturday. That's right. You're on Saturday. Let me tell Jesse. Damn it, Sandy. Oh well. I won't ask her anymore. Okay, I got you. There you go. Drop it like it's hot. I gotta navigate through this a little more. Okay, there's Jesse. Come on up, Jesse. There's the link. We'll wait on you. You might have to do um, a little finagling in your phone with your mic and your camera, but yeah, come on up. So I'll start going over these. Matthew 11:12. Matthew 11:12. What we've got, what I found that we have here, we've been invaded, we've been taken over. They've mixed all of us, themselves in with us. They've made people think that I got you on. Come on up. Hello. What's up, wifey?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Okay, yes. No, I was waiting for because I just saw Jesse in the chat, so I'm like, let me just wait. But
okay,
yeah,
right on. Thank you.
I thought he was gonna come up.
He's having trouble, and he's at work. I told him not to worry about it. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll just do it. But we can do. You and I can do it. Matthew 11:12 says, "We're standing in heaven. Hell is up, and heaven's down." And from the where's my glasses? There they are. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force. So, ain't that the truth? And they're poisonous and everything else. And then Matthew 13:38.
Oh yeah, I was just about to pull it up. Say
You're
it again.
good. Do you have that list?
No. But
No,
I can pull it up I can pull it up on Google.
Yeah, I put it on your. It's all right. I put it on your messenger, but I can put it in the back chat.
Yeah, if you can put the so I can pull it up and I can help you read.
There's Jesse right there. Hey, Jesse.
Yeah, I finally got it.
What's
Well,
up, buddy?
finally figured it out, but I got to stand a little closer to this gas station because we're trying. It's important to me, and I'm mobile. I'll be walking around. I'll try to get a stationary spot.
You're good,
I try
man.
not to let
You're
nothing
good.
stop me.
You're good. All right. 13:38. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children. Mute up, Jesse.
Or
Yeah, he's just. I'm getting your background noise. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. So there we go. The enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels, which angels just mean messengers. We're the angels. We're it. There are no angels coming. There's no Jesus coming. Just like we all know. We all know this. So let's see here. The next one, Genesis 6:4, it talks about the giant. That's the giants. Genesis 6:4. And another thing is, people need to understand is, does everybody know the story where Moses said he sent his 12 guys out or 24 guys out, two from each tribe, and they seen the giants? The Nephilim are not the giants. The Nephilim are just like us, except the 6 fingers and 6 toes, and we don't even know what that is. But the giants were here before. So when they say giants, they mean giants as in I would be a giant right now of reading the Bible. Elon Musk is a giant of industry. That's what they mean by man of renown. That's what giants mean. I might break that down one day.
So you are saying Genesis 6?
6:4. Yeah,
So
I got it.
It
Yeah.
says the Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterwards, when the Son of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown.
Yeah, the mighty men. First Chronicles 1-10. I'll read these. I'll explain these. Now in verse 4, this is First Chronicles 1. Verse 4, it says Noah, and Noah had Ham, and then the sons of Ham were Cush and Mizraim and Put and Canaan, and Cush also had Nimrod, and he was the first of and Cush begat Nimrod. He began to be the mighty upon the earth, so he was the first mighty man. So that means this confirms that Adam was the first offspring of the fallen here. Adam and Eve are not the first in the earth. If they were the first in the earth, who would their sons marry? You know, they're just the first Nephilim on the earth. They're not the first on the earth. We were here way before them. So,
are you talking about the Chronicles? Which chapter?
First Chronicles 1.
1.
Okay. Yeah. I already got that. I already explained that.
Okay.
It's okay. Luke 1:28. Now this is where the Christian's going to have a connection fit. It says in Genesis 6:4 that the sons of God came in unto the daughters of man. Okay, just remember that, into the daughters of man. Luke 1:26. It says, and the angel to a virgin espoused to a man whose name was Joseph of the house of David, and the virgin's name was Mary. And the angel came in unto her. Bam, right there. It says it. I'll read that over. And the angel came in unto her and said, Hail, thou that art highly favored, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. But they have you say, thinking it's the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit. It's not the Holy Spirit. It's Gabriel. So right there, that scratches Jesus from being a Messiah. That makes him, he's Nephilim also. So he's not of us. He says he came to get the sick and those in need of a doctor. Well, that would be the Nephilim, the ones who are perverted and twisted.
Phil, can I ask
Yes.
something? Because you're rushing through it. When you mention just some tip, if you are going to the next verse, mention the verse and at least read it so they know what you're talking about, and then go in on your own explanation.
Yeah, I'm reading it right now. And the angel came in unto her and said that I read that. So the next one would be the next one is Luke 3:26-28. Oh, and I don't have. Can you pull up Enoch 40 verse 9? Alma?
Mhm. Enoch, and
Yeah,
then
Enoch 40, verse 9.
verse 40.
Is everybody following around, following you good enough? I had this all worked out, and then Sandy. I'm just trying to. She had
Yeah.
it. We went over it all and everything, but whatever. It is what it is. Okay.
Oh,
Thank you,
40
Dino.
and then 9, right?
Yep. I'll read Luke 2:36 to 38, and then I'll explain it.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can read Enoch 40, verse 9. Thank you. Luke
Oh.
2:36. And there was Anna, a prophetess, the daughter of Phanuel of the tribe of Asher. She was of great age and had lived with a husband 7 years from her virginity, and she was a widow of about 4 and 4 years, which departed not from the temple, but served God with the fastings and prayers night and day. And she, coming in that instant, gave thanks likewise unto the Lord, and spake of him to all them that looked for redemption in Jerusalem. Okay, now Phanuel is Anna's father. Anna is Mary's mother, and Mary is Jesus' mother. So that makes Phanuel the archangel, or he is the archangel. It just doesn't say it right here, but Phanuel is his two-time great grandfather. So, okay, if you want to read that, if you're ready.
Hold on.
Okay, I'll keep going. The if you do the root word search to Phanuel in here, because there's a lot of Christians who say that doesn't Phanuel. His name was Phanuel. That doesn't mean that was the archangel. Well,
Mm.
yes, it does, because if you do the root word search of Phanuel, it goes to Peniel, who wrestled with Jacob. Then you do the root word search to Peniel, it goes to Hebrews 4:10, El in Melchizedek in Genesis 14. So right there, yeah, it's all a bunch of deception is what it is. You ready, Alma?
Yeah. First 9, you said, right?
Enoch 40, verse 9. Yes, ma'am.
It says, the second is he who presides over every suffering and every affliction of the sons of men, the holy Raphael. The third, who presides over all that is powerful, is Gabriel. And the fourth, who presides over repentance and the hope of those who will inherit eternal life, is Paniel. These
So
are
there
the
you
four. Hmm?
go ahead, please.
Oh,
Sorry, I guess my mic was muted. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I muted you up because I was getting your background music. You're good. You don't have to worry about it. Alma and I got it. You just do your
All right,
thing.
man. I'm sorry. I was talking. I didn't
You're
know.
you're fine.
mhm. So these are the four angels of the Most High God, and their four voices, which at that time I heard, according to Enoch.
Yeah. Now Enoch's over repentance and the hope of everlasting life. Well, that's the same thing Jesus is over.
Hmm.
How ironic, huh?
Right.
So if y'all have heard of the God of 10,000 names, that's who we're dealing with here. That's he's all
Yeah.
these characters. Hosea 4, 1 and 5. Look, get Isaiah 24, 4 and 6 ready. I'll go over Hosea here.
Isaiah
Isaiah 24,
20. Only 24, and then
Isaiah 24,
yeah,
4, verse 4 through 6.
4 to 6.
Yes, ma'am.
Following the ministry of authority.
Isaiah 4, 5. Okay, here we go.
Okay. It says. Um. hoping I got the right one. It says, be a 4 through 6, right? It
Yep.
says, be ashamed, O Sidon, for the sea has spoken, the stronghold of the sea, saying, I have neither labored nor given birth. I have neither reared young men nor brought up young women. When the report comes to Egypt, they
No,
will
that's
be.
not it.
No?
Isaiah 24.
Oh, oh, my bad. I'm at 22. Dang it. Yeah,
It's
you're right.
it's okay.
Okay, 24. 4. Where's 4? 4, 4, 4. Okay. The earth
4 1.
mourns. Huh?
Jesse, be quiet, bud.
Oh, because I'm.
Please.
The earth mourns and withers. The world languishes and withers. The highest people of the earth languish. The earth lies defiled under its inhabitants. They, yeah, this is 5. For they have transgressed the laws, violated the statutes, and broken the everlasting covenant.
Right. So
Therefore, a,
go ahead. Go
therefore,
ahead.
therefore, a curse devours the earth and its inhabitants, suffering for their guilt. Therefore, the inhabitants of the earth are scorched, and few men are left.
Okay. So there's the curse that they put on us.
Mm,
The everlasting covenant.
Huh?
The everlasting covenant.
Well,
It says the inhabitants have
we're the
transgressed the
everlasting
laws.
covenant. Jesse, we're the everlasting covenant. They come in and destroyed it, is what it says. So here's Hosea 4, confirming. I'm just giving you another scripture on it. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood toucheth the blood. Therefore shall the land mourn, and every one that dwelleth there shall languish with the beasts of the field, and with the fowls of the heaven, and the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. Yet let no man strive nor reprove another, for thy people are they that strive with the priest. Therefore shalt thou fall in the day, and the prophet also shall fall with thee in the night, and I will destroy the mother. So there's the curse on the land. That's when they came. Okay. Next is, you ready, Alma?
mm-hmm.
It's basically how they took over.
Yep, pretty much. Since you're at Isaiah 24, go to 19, verse 19 and 21. I'm going to read Acts 7:42.
So I stay on Isaiah and then
Yeah, stay
go.
on Isaiah 24 and go to 19. Yeah, Jesse, I'm just establishing when they came. Okay, here's
Right.
7:42. Then God turned and gave them up to worship the host of heaven, as it is written in the book of the prophets. O ye house of Israel, have ye offered to me slain beasts and sacrifices by the space of 40 years in the wilderness? So he's saying that they're nasty, basically. They're nasty angel scum. I'm ready when you are, Almond.
Verse 19 says, the earth is utterly broken, the earth is split apart, and the earth is violently shaken. Earthquake.
Mm-hmm.
This is how they
Jesse,
project the illusion.
Jesse, shh. Let us read these, buddy. No commentary. We're just going to go through the scriptures, okay?
All right.
We'll talk about them afterwards. If not, it'll take so long to go through this.
All right.
Okay? Yeah. Please go ahead and finish, Hama.
No, that was because you said only 19. That's it. Three
No,
sentences.
19 to 21. I
Oh,
said. I
21
said
too.
go to
My bad.
19 and read 19 to 21. Yes, please.
Oh, 19 too. Okay, okay. So, yeah, the earth staggers like a drunken man. It sways like a hut. Its transgression lies heavy upon it, and it falls and will not rise again. One on that day the Lord will punish the host of heaven in heaven and the kings of the earth on the earth. They
There
will
you
be
go.
they will be gathered together as prisoners in a pit. Oh, they will be
So,
shut up in
yep,
prison in a prison, and after many days they will be punished. Hmm.
there you go. Go to Isaiah 14:12. And I'll read Revelation 22:16. Um, so there it is. The Lord or the host of the high ones is what it says in my book. But that would be the cast down. Now I don't know these names. It can't be their names. It's just a story. But in this story, it shows that they're not who they say they are. And that's the only way I know to go through it right now because the names are really irrelevant because everything we all know everything's been twisted, inverted, up is down, down is up, and just a mess. Okay, Revelation 22:16 says, I, Jesus, have sent mine angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and offspring of David and the bright and morning star. So there you go, the morning star. And he's not the root of David because I've shown you that he was impregnated, Gabriel impregnated his mom. So even if he hadn't impregnated and the Holy Ghost did, he still wouldn't be the root of David because Joseph is from the line of David, Mary's from the tribe of Asher. So either way, however people want to argue it, he's not from the line of David.
Hmm.
Okay,
You
go ahead, please.
you said 14 and then 12, right? Verse 12.
Yep.
It says, how you are fallen from heaven, O day star or day star, son of dawn, how you are out, how you are cut down to the ground. You who laid the nations low or low. Wait a minute.
Yeah, it's
You
low.
who laid the nations low. My bad. I'm
Yeah.
wearing glasses
Hey,
and I can't.
Alma, can you go to the King James version of this on your computer?
Okay. Yeah, because I just pulled up whatever came on first.
Yeah,
My
you're
bad.
good. It's the NIV. I'm sure if you're on Bible Gateway, it's the NIV is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
King James. Hold on. Damn. My bad.
yeah, it's right there below your box that you enter the
Yeah.
scripture in it. You can change the
No, I gotta type in the Isaiah first, you know. What was it again? 14 and then
14:12. Yeah,
yes, got it. Because it makes a difference, right? On
yeah,
which
it does make a difference.
right.
The seemingly the most evil perpetrators of the book, the truth is in there more than it is in any other Bible. Any other Bible.
Yeah.
I don't.
Everybody interprets it. Yeah.
It's wild. It's crazy, and it has the most Mandela changes. So
Oh yeah. Where's Mark?
yeah, go
um,
figure.
it says hell from beneath it. Look, damn, this is already a whole. Okay, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirred up the dead for thee, even all the thief ones of the earth. It had raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of the files, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the
There you go.
morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt from my throne above the stars of God. I will also sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, and I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Mm.
There you go. Um,
Sheesh.
and I'll read
This is like a
now.
horror book.
Yeah, it is. It is a horror book. Matthew 12:18-21. This is uh, this is prophecy from Isaiah. Behold, my servant, whom I have chosen, my beloved, in whom my soul is well pleased. I will put my spirit upon him, and he shall shew judgment to the Gentiles. He shall not strive nor cry, neither shall he any man hear his voice in the streets. A bruised reed shall he not break, and the smoking flax shall he not quench, till he send forth judgment unto victory. Now this right here, everybody knows who Jesus. It says when he comes, nobody will. It'll happen so fast, nobody will basically know who he is. Well, everybody
Mhm.
knows who Jesus is, and he's definitely well known and popular. So just by the prophecy and contradictory to what it says to what Jesus is. So every how many young women, especially young white girls, oh Jesus is so beautiful. They only knew he was gay, right? That's funny.
He was
Okay.
very happy.
He was super happy. Super happy. Okay, that was Matthew 12:18-21. Revelation 3:12. Here, I'm gonna get this ready here. Let me see.
Which one?
I'm looking at it right now. Um, Daniel 12:1-4.
Daniel.
Yeah,
Are you
Daniel
there?
12:1-4. And I'm gonna read uh, these in Revelations 3:12 and 19:11 or 19 verse 11-16. So
Okay.
yep,
1 through 4, right?
yep, Daniel. Yeah, let me get these and then you can read yours.
Okay.
3:12. It says, hold on here. I get these. This Bible, the pages are so damn thin. They're like crepe or with that paper that's real thin. 3:12. One more page. Here we go. All right. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God, and he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my God, and the name of the city of my God, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my God, and I will write upon him my new name. So all these Christians say Jesus is coming. I just read to you. Nobody knows his name. That he has a new name.
Mm.
And I'm getting ready. We'll go here to Revelation 19, and I will confirm that even more powerful. 19:11. Okay. And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before God, and the books were open, and another book was open, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books according to their works. This is, no, that's 20, my bad.
But you said
I
I
didn't
heard.
think it didn't sounded right. I
Hmm.
kept waiting for this part. Here we go. 11. And I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse. That's what got me, the white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. His eyes were as flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. So there it is.
Hmm.
And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of God. So Jesus can't be the Word of God because he who's coming is the Word of God, and nobody knows his name but he himself. And the
Sounded like.
armies which were in heaven followed him upon the white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. And he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and the wrath of the Almighty God. And he hath on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Not Jesus.
Hmm.
There you go.
It sounded like he was describing some president like Abe Lincoln or something on a white horse and shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You ready to read Daniel?
House. Huh?
You ready to read Daniel there?
Oh yeah.
12, 1 through 4. Now, this
One.
is the Archangel Michael speaking.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which stands for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since, su- damn, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time the people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. And they that be wise shall look shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. But thou, O Daniel, shut
The
up
words.
words,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and not and knowledge shall be increased. Dang it, my accent is killing me right now.
You're good. You're good. Thank you, Alma. That was Michael. So I thought Jesus was going to raise the dead. That's what the church says. So
Hmm.
Michael's doing it there. Okay. And now, so we got Phanuel doing. He's over repentance and the hope of everlasting life, like Jesus said he was. And now we
Mm-hmm.
have Michael saying he's over the raising of the dead.
Mm.
So this is what Jesus. This is what Paul says about Jesus. But I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not even as others which have no hope. For if we believe that Jesus died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Jesus will God bring with him. For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of an archangel, Michael, and with the trump of God, and the dead in Christ shall rise first. So there you go. It says right here, he's raising the dead. So yeah, contradiction much?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they. I don't know how they. I know it's spiritual, but I don't know how these preachers can preach what they're preaching with a with the right mind. I couldn't sleep at night if I knew I was lying to my people like that.
It's their job. They're in it for the
Obviously.
the fame and the money.
Yep.
Most of them,
You
at least.
need a Cadillac, and they all got a few women on it.
That's
Yeah.
the work jobs.
Yeah, especially the deacons. They're like hugging the women that are single. Women a little bit too long, buddy. You're hugging her a little bit too long. Go to Deuteronomy 24:16, Alma, please.
Deuteronomy. Deba.
Yeah, 24:16. I'm getting ready to read Ezekiel 18:20. So Jesus came to fulfill the law, fulfill all righteousness. That's what he said, to do away with the law. Not to do away with it, but to fulfill it to where Gentiles can be under their God and not have to follow the law of the Jews. But it says this in Ezekiel: the soul that sinneth, it shall die. The son shall not bear the iniquity of the father, neither shall the father bear the iniquity of the son. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him. So Alma's going to read 24:16, and that's the law right there. That's the law. There's Sandy.
Wait.
So how's he fulfill the law when he breaks the law? You can't break it and fulfill it at the same time. It's all it's all ass backwards.
It's like a narrative flip.
Yeah. Hi, Sandy.
Hola.
Peace,
What's
peace.
up? Yeah, I went ahead and started without you. I couldn't wait.
It's all right. Last minute trip up to Flagstaff.
It's all good. I knew something had to happen, so I tried to call you, but no worries. Do you want to read, or do you want?
She can keep reading.
Okay.
No, I
But
can't.
you were just
Yeah,
talking about
she would
something
rather not
though.
because she's her accent. She doesn't want to read. She just came up to read because you weren't here.
Internal visions, Ola. Who is that?
That's Dino,
Hi, Dino.
my friend Dean from New Zealand. I appreciate it.
You're
I
welcome.
Okay.
do.
What's
I'll just read
the
this last one.
Yep.
At
Yep.
first 16, and then I'll drop off. So, of course, I gotta go to bed.
All right. Deuteronomy 24:16. The
16.
law.
Phil?
Yep.
What one do you need me to look up so I have it?
Um, Matthew 1, 20 and 21. Well, just go to the book of Matthew
Okay,
and go to
Matthew.
5:17 first. And that's where I'm
Matthew
at.
5. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so it says, the father shall not be put to death for the children, neither shall the children be put to death for the fathers. Every man shall be put to death for his own sin. Is that the right one?
That's it. So it's saying the law says you can't die for somebody else's sins. So how is Jesus dying for everybody's sins? Yeah. So there's that too.
Okay, I'm gonna drop off. I'm gonna try and stay and listen. But if
All
I
right.
if
Thank you, Salama. Much
okay,
love.
Thanks,
much,
thanks for coming on.
you're welcome. I'll stay try to stay and listen. But if you don't see me typing, I'll be fast asleep because it's 4 in the morning over here.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
definitely. Yeah, you gotta go to sleep, girl.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's what you. Thank you. Thanks again, Alma.
yeah. You're
I'll talk to
welcome.
you.
Yes, lifesaver. Appreciate that.
I'll talk to you later. Okay. Do you have the list pulled up, Sandy?
No, I'm looking at Matthew.
Well, that'll
Let
tell
me
you where
see.
we're at. Can you pull the
Hang
list up,
on.
or can you not pull it up so you know where we're at with
I
it?
I cannot pull it up,
Okay,
otherwise
all
I'll
right,
drop
that's all
off
right.
of StreamYard.
It's all good. I got you.
Just tell
So
me, because I'm in Matthew.
Matthew 5:17.
Okay. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
And there you
For
go.
verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled.
So there it is.
Whoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men, so he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. I mean, that's a very specific distinction in who. That's like how you can see the fruits.
Yep. And I'm gonna read Matthew.
Whosoever.
Okay. Matthew 1, 20
that
and
that was 19.
21. Okay,
That was
well,
19.
I'll read Matthew 1, 20 and 21. But while he
Okay.
thought on these things, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a dream, saying, Joseph, the son of David, fear not to take unto thee Mary thy wife, for that which is conceived in her is of the Holy Ghost. Remember I said earlier, Gabriel got her pregnant. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sins. So it says it, but he can't save them from their sins. He just can't. Um, let's see, Matthew 15 and 17.
See, in 21, this is thou shalt not kill. And whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of the judgment. So who, like look at the center stage right now. It's a joke. Like nobody has any right to be killing anybody.
Well, pretty much.
And they're going to
Not
be judged for it. They're going to be judged.
Yep, they'll definitely be judged.
And it may be swift.
Well,
As much
Matthew
as they
1.
think they're in control, they're really not. They're fucking running scared.
Okay, get on Luke 10:18.
Luke 10.
Yeah, 10:18, please.
Let me see. Give me a minute.
I found one. I found a mistake here. 120, 15.
Luke 10.
18. Yep.
And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven.
There you go. So he's falling like lightning. So where I'm getting ready to go with all this is the light, the darkness. The light blinds. We all learn, pretty much all of us know that don't go into the light. The light is the recycle machine.
But go in the
So
big door, not the little one.
or go to the darkness and close your eyes if you have
There will be
spiritual eyes.
a door. Go in the big door,
Well,
not the
I'm
little
just
one.
saying, go to the darkness. Just go to the darkness. Wherever the darkness is, that's where you want to go. Don't go to the light. It's the trap. The light blinds. That's
Well, it may take them to where they think they're going to go to.
right. Okay. John 1:18 and 5:37. Whichever one you want.
I'll go with John. So go with John 1:18.
Yep, I'll read 5:37. And the Father himself, which has sent me, hath borne witness of me. Ye have neither heard his voice at any time, nor seen his shape. So who is Moses talking to? This Jesus says nobody's seen his voice or seen his shape or heard his voice.
And
Who
it is said like multiple times. 18, John 1:18, no man hath seen God at any time. The only begotten Son, which is in the bosom of the Father, he hath declared him. What the hell does that mean?
Well, it means that what it says and what it means are two different things. So you got Lucifer, which that's a whole nother. I'm going to do a whole nother thing on Lucifer, but Lucifer is God, so he's in his own bosom, basically. I mean, that's the only way that it is. I mean,
Right,
these
but it
scriptures
also
are
says
proving it.
it. It says it
Yeah,
right. It says it
yeah,
right
these
there. It
scriptures
says,
are
which
proving it.
is in the bosom of the Father.
Yep. But most people think of him holding him. You know, they put their own spin on it. They don't read it for what it reads.
Well, this is the Son being nestled. But how
Mm-hmm.
can the bosom of how can he be in the bosom of the Father? It's typically a female. They probably replaced it.
Probably. Well, Numbers 11:12 it says that the father nursed his children. We know, but that's awful
Okay,
gay.
but well, here's the other part though. You have the Baphomet that does
Mm-hmm.
have the breast.
There you go.
So,
There's that part.
so there you go. That's
Yep.
what this bosom.
There you go. You got it.
What are the original translation words there for God, for Son, for maybe even bosom, and then Father?
Yeah, I don't know, but I've got 7:26, and can you go to 12:34 in John?
John
Actually,
12:34.
12:31 to 35. I'm going to read 7:26 to 28 right now.
John 12.
Yep, 31 to 35. Now these right here, these people are saying this to Jesus as he's speaking. Um, you just have to hear him. Here we go. 7:26. But lo, he speaketh boldly, and they say nothing unto him. Do the rulers know indeed that this is the very Christ? Howbeit we know this man whence he is, but when Christ cometh, no man knows his name. Nobody knows where he's come from. So whence he is, or what his name is, or where he's from. So Jesus from Nazarene cannot be, according to their own prophecy, cannot be the Messiah,
Mm-mm.
because they know where he is, who he is, and they know where he's from. So when you're
Okay,
ready,
so
Sandy.
mine says, are you finished?
Yep.
Okay. Mine says, now is the judgment of this world. Now shall the prince of this world be cast out. And remember, in those other verses, it was talking about uh, the judgment will come on those that are killing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It would be interesting to see if they use the same exact word for judgment from the translation.
Right. Well, yeah, I can do that later. Yeah, for sure.
Because there's key words in here. And so, like, if it is the same word twice, then that means that it's connected.
Yeah, I got this. Can,
All right,
we're
so it says,
connected.
and it says, okay, so I'm going to move on. 32.
Thank you.
And I, if I be lifted up from the earth, will draw all men unto me. This he said, signifying what death he should die. The people answered him, We have heard out of the law that Christ abideth forever. And how sayest thou, the Son of Man must be lifted up? Who is the Son of Man? Then Jesus said unto them, Yet a little while is the light with you. Walk while you have the light, lest darkness come upon you. For he that walketh in the darkness knoweth not whither he goeth. He doesn't know where he's going. He's confused.
Okay. This is John 8:12. This goes back to the soul recycle thing I was talking about. Then spake Jesus again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. Yeah, you'll have the light of life, all right. Yep. You'll have the light of life. Sandy?
Well, how does all of this come together?
How does it come together? It comes together as I'm proving in these scriptures that Jesus is not the Messiah, nor is he the Son of Man. But it's all contradictory. He says he's the light. Well, what's the light? They just
That's
said
why I
that.
say you got to
Who
go
fell
back
like
and see what
lightning?
occurred.
Yeah, who fell like lightning?
Satan,
Lucifer
or
fell like
devil,
lightning.
Lucifer, whatever. Mm-hmm.
So there you go. There's your light. Light is false. All this is false light or perceived light, however you want to say it.
There still is a positive light though that's here as well.
If they say so, I'm just saying I'm just going over what
No,
they. I know what you mean. I'm just wanting to get through these verses. We can talk about it later.
Okay. What's next?
Yeah, just go to Romans 5:17-19.
Romans.
Yeah, once I get them all read, then we'll go through it. Then I'll give my overview of it. Basically,
Romans 5.
17 to Romans 5:17-19.
For if by one man's offense death reigned by one, much more they which receive abundance of grace and of the gift of righteousness shall reign in life by one Jesus Christ. Therefore, as by the offense of one judgment came upon all men to condemnation, even so by the righteousness of one the free gift came upon all men unto justification of life. Pardon me. For as by one man's disobedience many were made sinners, so by the obedience of one shall many be made righteous.
Okay, so he can't make us righteous because Adam's not ours. We're not under their covenant. They've made us think we are, so they will be tied in with us. We have nothing to do with their covenant. They're all Nephilim.
Well,
Adam was the first Nephilim, and Jesus can't save this world because a Nephilim is not going to save this world full of us. We have to take it upon ourselves to do it. That's the whole thing. That's what they want you to think, that they're going to save us, and we sit back and wait for a savior, and then it never happens. This is why we've all been awakened and made aware of what's going
what the
on.
whole Q thing was. Trump's going to save
Yeah,
everything.
I didn't want to even
And
go there.
he comes right back in and totally just it totally flips. But it's like they're not. There's no power there though.
No.
I don't think the people are listening. So anyway, okay. What's the next verse? You go.
Okay, this is Hebrews 2:8. Thou hast put all things in subjection under his feet, for in that he put all in subjection under him. He left nothing that is not put under him. But now we see not, yet all things put under him. Wow, talk about confusing. So everything's under Jesus, but yet it's not under him yet. So for 2,000 years, we've been under Jesus, but not under Jesus. It's such bullshit. If he died for our sins and fulfilled the law, there would be no law. If he died for our sins, there would be no sin. And we wouldn't be here where we're at. So
Yeah,
the
we
big
wouldn't be in hell right now.
exactly. That's yes. This is the big rope a dope.
But the frequencies, because
Here,
when I
hold
was
on, Sandy.
reading, oh, okay,
Let me.
well,
Yeah,
what's the next one?
let's not expound on
Keep
the
going.
script too much,
Okay.
please. For as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, he also himself likewise took part of the same, that through death he might destroy him that had the power of death, that is the devil. So it's saying right here, he should have, when he rise, if he was dead, when he came to life again, that should have done away with the devil. He destroyed the power of the devil, but he didn't. And delivered them who through fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage. So you had your fear of death because you didn't stop the death. You did no such thing. So another lie. Yeah. So I'm tying these all together, all the damn lies in it. And I'm sure people who even just even went to church, you don't even have to read the Bible to hear what I'm saying. It's contradictory to everything you've been taught because you got taught the lies. Um, you,
I'm reading the
well,
chat real quick. His gang stalking here is bizarre. Bosom buddies. I remember that show. Oh my God,
yeah,
we'll have to talk about. We'll have to come back and talk about that.
they're kind of dummy. Yeah, I'll open up the chat here for everybody. I'm about
Yeah,
done with these.
yeah.
It's about
Jared
done.
Jaguar, you gotta come up. We gotta talk about the old school bosom buddies
Yeah, Tom Hanks,
with
the
Tom
pedophile.
Hanks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, dressing up as girls.
It's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm. All
Um,
right. What's the next verse?
Matthew. Yeah, I'm just going to paraphrase these real quick. Matthew 2:6. It says he's to govern the people. Well, he's governed nobody at all. 5:11 says uh, that basically he'll have power over the devil again. And then who has the power over the spirit realm here? Jesus don't have it. So, here's my thing on these Christians saying, in the name of Jesus. Well, if Lucifer is over the demons, and they use Jesus' name. When you say in the name of Jesus, you're letting that demon basically know, hey, he's covered. He's got Jesus. So you already got this soul. You don't need to bother him. Move on to the next one. You don't have. So anybody under Jesus, they're under that demon. So that's why a demon would flee if they're messing with him. Why would they mess with the people that he's already got? So and they've been playing the big trick on him. You make you think that it left, and see, I said that name chases out demons, like the Catholic Church said. They said in the name of Jesus, but then they declare Lucifer their God in 2014. So there's that. I just I can't believe that they've got us following Jesus, or not us, but got the people following Jesus. It's like who would take the religion of their prisoners? It just makes no sense. Makes no sense. Um, okay. John. Okay. Really? Oh, I want to cover this. Um, Hosea 2:16. The husband, they call the Lord is Baal. Baal means master and Lord. So, and then he says in Hosea 2:16, no longer will you call me Baal, but call me Ishi. Ishi means the husband. So, Lord Jesus wants to be the bridegroom. So you've got the Old Testament God saying he's Lord husband, and Jesus is going to be Lord bridegroom. Same thing. So nothing's changed. So nothing's changed. So yeah, I'm just going to buzz through these real quick, Sandy. I put all these verses are in the description in the video. So if you guys want to go through them, you may. Okay, here's the other one. It says Jesus and Moses shining faces. So if you look up the word shining in the Hebrew, it's Quran, Qaran, means shining, but Qaren means horned one. And it depends where it's put. Most of them mean horn. So the same word, Hebrew has two meanings usually. So Moses is horned now. So it says the same thing about Jesus when he was on the Mount of Transfiguration. What did he transfigure into? It says they couldn't look at him. His face was shining just like Moses. So did Jesus have horns? Who knows? But basically, the Old Testament and the New Testament, it's the same damn book. It's just stories revamped. Craziness. Yeah, that was Matthew 17, 2 and 5. So, and then Exodus 12 or 13, 21, it talks about Moses' shining face. And it says that the God came down in a pillar of a cloud and said that this is his son to John and Jesus, how proud he is of him. I thought Jesus said that no man has heard his voice or seen his form. So how can he be in a pillar of a cloud? That's a form. So all these external visions, all these external things happening, it's by them. That's the only way they can do it, is to make up lies. It's all lies. So that's pretty much it. I think everybody gets the idea. What happened, Sandy? Hey, Sandy. What's up, Jesse? Now you can talk, brother.
All right. Woohoo! Woohoo! Hi, Jesse.
Now you can talk.
I don't know if we've met before.
No, you've never met Jesse. No. Jesse, you want to tell how we met, man? You're muted. You're muted. Yeah, mute you. There you go.
I was going through some stuff in Florida that was borderline fantasy reality, and I couldn't explain it. It just didn't make sense in my mind. And I was in a state where I was either going to kill myself or I was going to admit myself to the psych ward, whichever one was going to relieve, what I thought was, I didn't know, because as far as I knew, what I was seeing was actually what I was seeing, and what was happening was actually what was happening. And I heard Phil talking, because we were trying to get out there. I ended up having to stab a guy that, I'm saying, it was so bad for me in Florida. And when I got there, I heard him talking, and what he said was like, it just hit home. It was how he said it. And I knew what he was saying was true because I lived it. I knew it. And I asked him, I said, hey man, can you tell me what you was telling that one girl you was talking on the phone? And it just started from there, because my experience is where I validate, truth. And then when I had what was going on with me, I had pictures of it, and Phil was showing me the same pictures, but like the pictures that I was showing him, it would be completely different. Like if I was showing him like a picture of the ground, he was showing me a picture of the sky, and it was the same thing. And I was like, whoa, so I had confirmation on the highest level, and it basically saved me from, what I just call it demonic oppression. I've been afflicted since I've been a kid. There's a lot of curses and a lot of weird stuff going on, but I'm learning it all, trying to anyway. I just had to, I got Phil. I take his word. Over my own, because just because of where he's at. He's going through it a little bit faster, and his experience is a little bit more in depth. He's putting in the work. But everything
that's really what it is.
and it's weird because when you really look at it, it's all derivative. And it literally what happened is it completely changed the narrative, and they changed the timeline, and they made us believe a false timeline, and they've been having this control with giving us the idea that this is what it is. It's not what it is. This is all an illusion. We're not humans. We're souls, or whatever you want to call it. Because
Right,
it all means the
spirit,
same thing.
souls.
When you really get into it, it all bleeds through.
Well, especially, don't you feel like you kind of hit a ceiling as far as knowledge goes?
Yeah, it's very limited, very
once
limited,
you,
very bland.
but like you hit this, not that you can't go beyond it, just that once you get to certain understandings of the mechanics of where you are, right? Like, where are we? Are we on a planet that's spinning through space?
Well, think about it. Planet is it's like, it's the way I see it. It's like a grid. It's the container.
Yeah.
It's where souls experience
It's
before they get
the
to
video game, man.
get
It's the TV console. It's like
what I realized is, okay, so if it's all derivative, then the creator is we're just fractals of that.
correct.
And anything that tries to pretend to be source is a lie, and it's evil, and being
we see
around
through
it influences you. It's a signal. If you want to get into the sciencey stuff, it's all signal and vibrations, right?
Have you
everything
learned to go like frequency above, like, because when you hit certain levels in your frequencies, then they can touch you.
Go ahead, Jesse.
What I learned is your emotion and your thought, it will project on things. They project ill intent
Right.
into their work. So when you see their flag or you're around it, you're around certain things, and you're emotional. Like, let's say you match its frequency. Let's say you're struggling with money, right there, money, symbolism, emotional attachment, and now that entity can have direct contact with you. And it sticks onto you. They are creating these demons.
Yeah, Jesse's he's been going through it with the whole demonic stuff.
Where are you at now? Are you still in Florida?
For whatever reason, they definitely want me to suffer.
He's in West Virginia. Are you in Virginia?
I'm in Virginia. Right. Close to the Appalachian area. It's a reflection of Phil, because just the things I went through. I just went through this whole Native American thing before all this, and it's been a journey. It's been unfolding, and I think that we're pretty much I'm at a point where I just need to solidify. I just need somebody to correct me when I'm wrong, just to make sure that I get into the habit of doing things in the way that we need to, so we can.
Well, because there is a certain way that we need to be accountable for ourselves, right? There's
But what we've been told and what is reality are two different things.
Correct.
Exactly.
They make you think that you can reach it when a spirit reaches out to you, that you can interact with it. But for us, that's not at all the truth, because we don't interact with any spirits. Everything's confirmation. We are the spirit. So how can we get answers from a spirit?
Well, this is part of what I was saying before, though.
Physical.
Like, once you recognize you're in some kind of hologram, once you recognize that your consciousness is outside of here, that's connected to the whole, that you're the source of all that is the containment within you, because you have more energy within yourself. You are more than you suppose yourself to be. Where does that come from? Where does that come from?
I believe that source. I believe that source provides provides it, and when you're cut off from it, you're cut off from it. And I think that's just how your alignment is. If you turn to the dark side, that's why they feed on everybody.
Do you feel like in some cases, like, we get to that level where we're not in good or bad anymore?
In neutral.
Invert neutral now.
Neutral is the way to go, because it basically gives them zero power, zero authority,
right,
because you recognize them as a fundamental function instead of like a real life reality thing.
And
know.
here's the thing too. So like, let's say that you're sitting here drinking a beer, right?
You
What is
gave
this?
permission for that.
What does the society say about that? And I say, fuck that. I go, I make the fucking rules around here.
Right.
And I know what is best for me. And Source will at all times guide me on what is for my path. It's not
What?
about you, right? But if I'm going around in judgment over you, not you personally, but you know what I'm saying, where that type of a behavior where everything is this is good and that is bad and this is good and that is bad, and then you see all these bad things on
That's
you.
division. Yeah.
And so being able to get past all of that, I think that's like a level where we're at. And not
It's
that we can
hard.
stay there 100% of the time, because we still do the judgment. We still do, because we're still learning. But I think something's happening with our bodies right now.
Absolutely, there's a lot going on. That's the division, though. That's the division. Being neutral, basically, what Phil said hit home. At being in the now, like being, the silence in the now, because I can literally draw like a sketch and not thinking about anything, and that sketch will reflect my physical, like what's going on in that moment. I can literally look at the time, and these are confirmation things that I know that confirm
That work
what I'm
for
experiencing.
you to help guide you.
And when Phil said that, it hit home that I don't need to try any one certain type of method. Is being neutral, and and it might seem heartless, but it's not heartless. It's the way you have to be in order
Way
to
that you're learning how to bring
neutralize. You gotta think about it. You're neutralizing the authority, which is the emotional
from
attachment
these external.
to yes, exactly, and that's how they feed off of you, and that's how they keep the matrix, their false illusion. It's like okay, so all that stuff you guys were reading off of the scripture, basically they came in and they bred with the people to gain some kind of leverage over us, so it's in our blood. And with that giant's blood, then they paint a character of great, they're an outstanding individual on their end, and they proclaim him to be the source of the original source, the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. He's all these things. He can't be all those things, because source is source, and that's basically what's running everything. Because you can't create outside yourself, so you can only create within. So within you find God. Or void, or whatever you want to call it, truth, source. But it's really bad what they did, and we've been believing this for so long that we don't even know how powerful we really are. Like I have to be careful what I say. I really do, because I've been documenting this stuff, just like Phil. I've been doing it on my end, and your words, it's not just your words, it's your intent and your emotional state. You can influence everything, and it's actually really scary, and sometimes I do have to quit talking, and I do have to be corrected if I am wrong. It's just a lot, because like you said, I get caught up in the narrative that's false sometimes, and when you do that, it's not good for somebody that knows a little too much, that's been through it, because they do have power. The more authority you have, the better it is for them to steal you.
Yep.
Possess you, basically. They want your body. They want your consciousness. They want you to, what I'm saying? If I hand you water, it's like they pipelined everything. Okay, source is the well that's open constantly, and it's right there in the air. Free, anything you want, it's all right there. Boom, bam. Thank you, ma'am. And then they took that source and pipelined it, so you can only get it through them. Through them, that's the control that they have. So when they teach you something, you learn something, you're not really learning it, and you're not really getting taught anything. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all bad. It's so bad that if you heard the truth, it would sound like a lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's where we're at. Through it. Go ahead, Sandy. What were you saying?
How do we wake up and see through this? I asked my energy doctor about this, and he said that our insides are being Like,
Of course they
honestly
are.
speaking.
Yep.
Many of
I
you,
have
many of you
videos of this.
have seen stuff coming out of spots in my arm on each side. They're exactly the same. I have one up here, one on my forearm, one up here, on both sides. Though it looks like plasma stuff coming out for weeks and weeks and
Yeah,
weeks.
I got videos of them simulating spiders, and they come out of like a portal in my battery, and they're really strange. I got one of the where they're getting inside the ants and stuff, and I don't know what they're doing, but it's different. I usually resort to Phil when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, what was the deal with the ant? The black goo gets in the ant.
It was like a white orb or a white thing, and it come from the black goo. The black goo is like basically like bioorganic. It's like the white film on your teeth. If you get too much of one thing in an area, you get it. It's pestilence or whatever you want to call it, but it basically manipulates that material, and it will get inside of you in the sense that you can see it and it's there, and it takes on. It's weird because it will get inside the bugs and it will pilot the bugs. I've got videos of that. And then the bugs will get up close to you and they'll break into the black goo and they'll try to get inside your body. When you allow, like, there's a level, like Phil said, and it was really important because I'm allowing it to some degree because it doesn't affect everybody, just certain people. So therefore,
some of that,
those people have been chosen, and they've been
nother-
chosen for a long time too. Like that's why they give you names at birth. Your government names. Those government names are associated with how to control you and how to operate you, or whatever it is that it is. It's like when people speak your name, and your name has an impact because of the different centuries that they've been speaking this false lie. It creates a persona, which is the name itself, and then they give it a meaning and a definition. Is it really truly that meaning and definition? I do know that we are perfect, and I do know that we are perfect in the now. Phil is right about that. That's the truth I get is when Phil says something and it is true from my experience. I can say, yeah, that's true. He's not lying. And then everything else that I have in theory, or what I'm saying, or whatever else I'm trying to configure, because sometimes I don't get answers. I just know maybe it's not something I need. I don't know how. They say the pursuit of it is dangerous. And it's when you get to a certain awareness, I feel like, because that's what got me up. Is I've got this heart, and I'm trying to save every one person, and I feel like if I drag myself through the glass, I can figure out multiple ways to bridge it. To bridge it though.
Yeah, I told him that. We talked about it last night till 2 or 3 in the morning. I told him
now that you can't lend a helping hand.
You can only save yourself and those who want to be saved. You can't save people that want you to do everything for them. And that's what he's got. He's got his mom and his girlfriend. Well, I don't know about his girlfriend, but his mom, she ain't listening. He keeps trying. I'm like, dude, you got to give up, bro. I hate it, but it's not your responsibility.
It's sad because okay, so we leave, because this is true. I had one of my friends over a couple nights ago, and she said, I lived this experience before. And I was like, what? She's like, the last time we lived it, you gave me crackers. This time you gave me a chocolate popsicle. And I said, well, I'm hoping that this time's the last time then, because I don't want to have to do this again. There's so much, I could do better than this. I know that, if I can say that, then I know that this is bullshit,
Right. And Fools and Tools, you brought up something that I've been wanting to talk to you about. You were talking about let me read it here. It says you can't manifest anything in a Cancer energy. The moon put your mind in a cell. You're in your emotional damage. You want to be the inner Pisces energy manifestation. Now, here's my thought on that. Where did you get this information? And I'm not saying it's all completely wrong, but what I'm saying is it puts you in a box. those
No, I know what
energies,
you're saying. It pipelines it, and I did look into it. When we said that, because you asked me, you said, is the lightness referring to good or bad? And I was just thinking, well, no, I was just thinking about everything, like based off of what I've been, my framework and everything, that can't be true, because we're supposed to be at a neutral. I'm saying we're not supposed to give authority to nothing. So there is no light or darkness. There's me and you, but that's just source. And the personalities that we want to, saying whatever else we are aside from that,
until we get out of this place. Yes, you're right. We have to remain neutral. We can't. I can't hate or love anything, because if I do, then I'm caring about this kingdom of hell.
And if you're the one that, okay, so we're supposed to be grounding each other to that as well too. So I would know, because I know how Phil is. I would know if something about him changed, or if there was some kind of, what I'm saying, if there's something off. And I've been around him enough to know that he does have a heart. And I try to figure everything out, but he basically is grounding. I basically, the way I see it, is if I was going to discern rank, but is nobody that's higher than another person. It's just the way I see it. I'll take his word over mine. Because
it's just because I had the experience before you did. That's all. Right. I didn't have a Phil. That's all it is. I just had to learn it.
Yeah.
The way
you have nobody.
Yeah. But yeah. What Fools and Tools said.
I rank him as my commander. I tell him he's my commander.
Which he's commander.
He's not, but that's how I see it. We all have our own jobs. I'm Jesse, not trying to.
If Jesse could, if there was a LARPing thing, he'd be LARPing to be a knight. And he likes to play Dungeons and Dragons or whatever, and he makes up his own games and stuff. So he has it how he has it in his mind, which it's fine. I got no problem with that.
It's easier for me to see it because it's an illusion as a game, because this isn't real reality.
As a game, you laugh.
Yes, humor is the one thing that I have learned it's the neutral, the good aspect of the neutral that you can enjoy. And Phil, even he makes me laugh more than he knows.
Yeah, I just want us all to get out, and like today, reading those scriptures and all that shit. I'm definitely not pushing no Jesus or none of that. I just want to expose it all. And reading it, you guys aren't going to go through it and get all them verses. I'm going to give it all to you, so you can do it on your own. And if somebody you care about, it says this or that, and it's this way or that way, contact me. I'll give you the verses. You don't have to look it up. You don't have to do nothing. I already got them all. So
I went ahead and went through all the different religious texts that I could. I spent like months doing it, and they're all the same thing. It's the same story, just a little bit different text. So you get into the different.
Yes, this is him, Sandy. This is him. He doesn't. That's what
I haven't told him yet. It's divided. It's divided so much.
Listen, Jesse. Sandy and I were talking about. We were going over this list, and Sandy says you need to find it in other texts. I'm like, well, I'm comparing Old Testament to New Testament. What else you want? She said, no, you need to find it in other religions, in other societies, at other times.
From previous cultures, to see what the previous texts say, to compare them, to see if it's right.
Saying that we defeat it, and it's good. So there are prophecies. How many do you have? About a dozen and a half? Saying that we do this. That what we're saying we're going to do, destroy this evil and get it out of here. We complete it. We
I can prove it. I can literally prove it, and I can literally source you straight to the prophecy in any type of text, any type of different type of religion.
Basically, build your own AI, right?
Well, yeah, I had to purge it. I literally said, it can't act outside the framework that we discussed. So I gave it some of the conversation. It can't go outside of it, but I still, like I said, if there's anything that's wrong, I do, because everything's a lie here. So it's kind of hard to, you know what I'm saying? It's not really hard. It's just really, it's silly. When it comes down to it.
The truth is here. You just got to go through a lot of shit to get to it.
Yeah, you do.
Well,
I almost told people you have to suffer a certain amount of pain.
Most of it is not the purpose of going through, like how you're looking at the multiple texts to see the same thing basically in multiple cultures.
It's so bad that, okay, so those temples that they build.
Hold on, Jesse, hold on, let her finish.
Sorry.
Everybody copies, right, from the previous culture, but they put a spin on it with their culture. Somebody's got a peacock and somebody else has, a crow. It is all the metaphor of whatever the representation of the bird is, right? Like,
yes, okay, so I had this weird thing happen where I was drawing on a mask and I drew the skull and the crown, which is a representation of mortality, and the crown being what the false authority is, what everybody wants that they can't really have, because you can't have it because it's something that it's existence, something you experience. There's no math there in the void, because everything's one thing, really. Anyway, they built all these, so like if you get into it, so their scripture literally is mathematically the same blueprints of their temples. And the pyramids, so Trinity is a lie. It's saying that Jesus is the one source, which is the triangle. And the triangle pulls a higher power down to a lower power when it's pointed up, which is really down, and vice versa. So this triangle, if you look at Native Americans and the bird, the phoenix is the rebirth. What are we doing? Are we being reborn constantly? Is that pyramid pulling that higher power down because they don't have it? They can't have it.
Hey,
supposedly it's clock.
It's false power.
369. Yeah, that's the false power. 0 point is the true power. The Volkswagen symbol, that's the true power. The 369, that's all chaos magic. That's their shit. Has nothing to do with us again.
So if you were to actually worship or actually take that Bible, it is linked to the temples, linked to the stars.
The mystery schools.
The stars, these angels.
Well,
they're feeding off of it.
It goes back to Egyptian mystery schools, but then it also goes back to Hinduism. That's like where it's original. That's like when they said like Abraham and Sarah. Well, no, it's Saraswati, and his name is like, it's like Abraham, but it says something close.
It's weird. I had this. Okay, so I have this decoder thing I'm working on.
It's the same people.
Yes, I have this decoder thing I'm working on. It's weird. So if you get into like the system, which this is all lie anyway, but their math is based off of the 0, which is the representation of nothing.
Right.
Which nothing can't, nothing can't exist, because the moment that you are describing it, it is something.
They have.
So the something was always there. The egg was always there. If you go by chicken logic, the egg was always there. And then it began, however you want to with their math, but one being the Tower of Babel, the dividing line. You know what I'm saying? They're dividing now. So 1 becomes a division and becomes 2. And 2 is the infinity circle, the rebirth. It's that infinity loop. And 2 is also the yin and the yang. It's the hourglass. It's time. Whatever you want to call it, but it all is the same thing. Even the letters and the orientation of the letters is a direct reflection. It is the same thing. And you get into 3. 3 is basically those 2 circles, the infinity circles, with a dot in the middle. Guess what? That's atoms. It's fundamental building blocks. Now they're building. And 3 is, it goes into the pyramids. It goes into their framework. It's their framework that they built. And they have us operating.
It's all here for us to see, so
on
we
that.
can decode it, and we can break out of it.
And the thing is you can't destroy fundamental logic.
Right.
It's fundamental. It's okay. So it's the realization that what they're saying can't be true because you can't. No, like, okay, they even said it. You can't see God. Nobody's seen him or heard him. You can't see him. You might be able to see his shadow maybe if you're lucky, but I wouldn't trust that dude for a second.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the illusion. It's the smoke and mirrors. And what you said about the jinn thing, you were spot on, like 100% spot on. Like I corrected my chat model, but I'm still going to be skeptical of it because just looking into that stuff and knowing it gives it power as well too. And I have to just know that I want to reinforce where I'm at now. So, and I can confirm what he's saying. I can go back into my own research now and change it to where it should be, because the excess is what gets you, when you forget.
I don't talk about it really. I don't talk to people about it because people just, it has to be it has to be in this kind of setting. I can't be out within the normal people talking about it because they.
Oh yeah, I'm getting. People hate me because of it. Nobody talks to me. I'm isolated, but it's probably for the better anyway. Because I can't be with anybody that's not taking this seriously. Because it is serious to me. I might be I might be a little off sometimes, or aloof. But it's just what I'm saying. I've been dealing with it for just forever, and I'm just now getting to the point to where I'm trying to solidify this because I have more than faith. Like I know, like what Phil said when he said we're closer this time than we ever have been. It didn't just sink in heart. Like it was a known thing. So I'm just excited. I did want to say this real quick because you're talking about the different ones or whatever. So like when I got into Sumerian, I was like talking about, give me what's the name of this tribe? What do they call the Sumerians? And then it's telling me, I said, what about the neighboring tribes? And I went all the way across the whole map of the planet. And I said, now all these names, I noticed there's a pattern to it. I was like, can you take all those words and jumble them together? And would it have the same definition? And it does. No matter how you arrange those words, it will still define what that thing is. And that's how engraved their framework is. If you operate on it, they've got you.
Yeah. And well, what I didn't get to finish saying was at the time Sandy and I were talking about it, you sent it to me and I didn't open it till the next day. Yes. Yeah, really. Yeah. She mentioned it and I said, I don't need any of that. And she's like, yeah, we really do. It just help. It would help. I'm like, okay, I'll think about it. Whatever. I'll ponder over it because I'd be the one to have to do it. Well, then you sent it.
Then he sent it to me, and I'm like, what is this? Right?
It's
and then he explains it to me, and I was like, oh, that is so weird.
Well, because here's why. Jessica sent me all this science
I just got that feeling going through my body.
I'm not going to read this, man. Just tell me give me the one. I'm not going to read this big long thing because I don't understand half of it. And he's like,
I'll be sitting there talking crap to that AI, and I'm like, no. I was like, it needs to be shorter, and it helps. It helped though. It helps because the shorter it was, the more direct it was, and when you look at that directness with all the different, all the other bullshit, it literally spells out the same thing, and you're like, okay, maybe I just need to be more direct.
Of course, be blunt to the point.
Simple, so simple that it's hard. It's so simple, it's hard. It's a narrative flip. They fucked everything up bad.
It is, yeah.
Kiss, keep it simple, stupid.
All right, is there anything else? I'm gonna go.
No, you can go. Go ahead, Sandy.
Look at how pretty it is.
Yeah.
I just want to know what's the first thing we're going to change when we do regain our all of our authority in our place.
Well, we're getting rid of pedos and
it's gonna happen pretty soon.
All the cancer on the earth and cleaning it up. We're gonna let them clean it. If they don't want to clean it, then we're gonna put them in 55-gallon drums and make coral reefs out of them.
catch a cancer that not a cancer, but catch something that actually is beneficial for you.
Well, we'll make them part of the environment they didn't want to work on. We'll make them crab food. We'll poke holes in the drum.
Right?
I always thought it was funny, you know, because if they were really a piece of crap in real life, then that's probably what they should be in the next one.
Or fly on shit.
All the prophecies said we're destroying them. Total annihilation.
Yep.
Not all this peace, love, it's going to take care of itself shit. It also says that we develop our powers. All the other prophecies says we develop our powers.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on right now.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. So the changes you guys are going through, it says it. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I have videos of that, and they're wild. I wouldn't show anybody. I wouldn't show anybody but Phil though, because it's personal.
Yeah.
I'll let him do that. If he wanted to share my content, he could. But it's really personal to me because I experience things the hard way for whatever reason, my own.
If you tell him that he can send it to me, he will.
Do what, Sandy?
Jesse, if you tell him that he can send it to me, he will.
Oh yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I still follow the chain of command, you know. So I do.
Sandy, I'll send it.
Yeah. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm
Like
gonna go. I'm gonna enjoy this evening because it's not 115.
We're all in this together, bro.
Oh yeah.
It was a pleasure.
Nothing is coincidence.
No, it's pretty funny.
All right.
All right. You guys have a great night and
Yeah, you
bye to
too.
the chat. Thank you, everybody. Let me go in here and comments. Phil, you need to go read the comments.
I have you.
Hi, fools and tools. Whoops is in here.
Bye.
Internal Visions. Michigander. All right. Good night, you guys.
Good night.
That's true. Yeah, I don't look too far in the future there. So that's right. That's a good one. That's a good point.
Yeah. I do like I did like that, dude. I got that feeling that I haven't gotten in a while. That was amazing. I could still feel it in my knees and in my legs.
What's that?
It's just a really good feeling, man. It's just like one of the best feelings I've ever had. You can have. It was just nice hearing somebody else basically talk about the same thing too.
Well, we're all the same way, man. I told you a lot of us. I told you it's not just me.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, people. Man, these girls hate me, man. I've turned down pussy to you know what I'm saying, to keep up with what we're working towards. And I'm pissed. Like they're pissed, and I really don't even feel like having sex with them. I'm like, this is more serious. This is like some serious shit, and there's a window, there's a time frame. I didn't want there to be one, but like and Glenda's worried. She's like, I haven't had nothing spiritual or nothing, anything like that. I'm like, you're good then. Just don't even worry about it. Just being you know, as neutral as you can, girl.
Yeah, but she doesn't like. She doesn't try to do anything to be what she needs to be, though, does she?
And I was watching that video, man, when we were in Wisconsin, and the Native Americans, what they were saying was true. And I didn't. Now that I've you know, converted everything, and I've seen how the similarities and all the stuff. Like it doesn't matter what text you're going off of. It'll still spell the same bullshit, because that's how they have to operate under the same foundation that they built in order to keep the illusion. And in order for them to change it, you got to believe it. And you know, it's getting harder for them for people to believe bullshit, because you know, I don't even watch TV anymore. Everybody that I hang out with does not watch TV. They don't fuck with that shit. They don't even fuck with the AI or nothing like that. And that's where I've gotten to is people are You know what I'm saying? They're going to believe. They're more likely to believe. This is like the truth era, which is really a lie era, but it's that revealing, and some of that prophecy that they wrote is weird because some of it is things that are going to happen no matter what. They're moments that are going to happen that they have no control over, and those are the ones that are true. That's the truth that they're talking about, and the rest of it's all lie. But there is going to be times where, and it's like weird. It's like they're literally banking on a fluke. You know what I'm saying? Like it's their chances of success are like zero. And I was thinking, why would they choose to do this if they knew what was coming? And just you know what I'm saying? Like it's fucking stupid.
They're taking people with them. Oh, the ones that don't want to listen.
Right, the ones that they converted completely, but I feel like that's almost a part of the process of refining cull the herd, and I hate to be cruel like that, but if you fall, you fall. It's not like, you know, I mean, the lie is good. They really did brainwash, or whatever you want to call it. They really did mess with our vessels to the point to where they can do that, and it's sad, but
they're not stupid, but they're dumb. You know what I mean? They're not
right. Well, you know, yeah, you're right. And there's people that are going to be unreachable because they're not. I feel like it's their experience isn't, or they had too much of it, or I don't know how they become so. I don't get it. It's like they've already been possessed, and their body's already in control.
I know
they've already.
We've been made aware of what's going on sooner, so we can help people that are going to be. There'll be a match.
I believe that's why I went through all that stuff as a kid, because that's I knew for a very, very long time, and I actually was more accurate then than I am now where I need to be. And that was when I was a kid, and my grandma was spot on with it. She just wasn't aware of her own gifts and stuff. Like I seen it firsthand, I knew, and that, you know, that right there breaks their laws. What she was doing breaks their laws, you know. And how does she have that much authority and power over her every day? When she spoke something, she's like, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and it would happen. She's like, drop your shit, we're moving to another state. And we're like, whoa, we're not leaving our stuff. She's like, don't worry, take your personal records, whatever, the stuff that we absolutely have to, you know, to get a new place or whatever. We'll get everything we need. And then we get there, she gets a house. That first night we get a house. And then lo and behold, we're driving down the road. There's the same couch that we just left at our house. Bam, there's the couch. And it's like just the feeling that they gave you. And guess what? We lived in that house, and when we moved out, that house wasn't even owned by the guy who was paying rent to. It was some random guy on the street she'd seen. So how in the heck, you know, like, wow, like, you know what I'm saying? We just lived in that house, and the real owner didn't know the entire time, and that guy got paid for it, you know. But what she said happened, and there was just no way, you know. It's like, no way, Grandma, no way. And she just would, like, and that's that authority, that's that gift that we have. That's why they're so scared of us. That's why they're so scared of us, is because we literally can change their reality. We have the ability to do that. Just like you said, it's so easy, and I have to start training.
They've been using us to create their reality. That's it. I mean,
yeah, that's what it is. They're using our powers. It's our power.
Exactly.
From source. Well, it's not our power. It's source void power. You know.
No, it's ours. I mean, we're created by ours. It's ours.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess you're right on that.
Yeah.
The different parts of source that, you know. I would imagine that because we've been alive since the beginning. Like, we've been here since the beginning, in some form or another. I would imagine. Well, you know, so that's why I tell people. That guy's like, well, how does the math support your theory? And I said it doesn't, because it doesn't work. And it work when it comes to the creation. You're talking about God creating, or whatever you want to believe, the spawn of everything. That's something that has no math, because it was something and nothing at the same time. It was what it was, and when it happened, it was an experience. It was something you feel. Feeling is the closest you'll get to it, because that emotional power is what they feed off of, and that's what's happening. And it knows right away, right away, because I was easily tricked, because am allowing myself to have emotions for people that don't.
Yeah,
they're not coming with. They're not coming with. They're not coming with. And then I get caught up talking to this fucking AI trying to help them, and it's not helping them.
You're going across the ocean for people that won't walk over a puddle for you, bro.
Yeah, I'm taking permanent damage because it. Based on what I think you keep the scars. I think you definitely keep the scars, but you go.
Yeah. You'll get it. You'll see it. Well, that's what I got that I did before. So I'm perfect. That's why my dad died. That's why my wife died. That's why my wife and best friend died within 10 months of each other.
It's not even the death. It's how it was poetic. They did poetic things. They did personal things to me. It was things like
they died because they sort of knew that I would be trying to help them, like you are trying to help people. I did,
and that's what.
But they're dead. I ain't got nobody to help.
And that's what it did to Brielle, and she said that she'd been touched why she didn't believe in God and their Christian version because her uncle was a preacher that was molesting her, and she said that's the last person I want to touch me on this planet, and that was the last person to touch her, giving her CPR. He was the paramedic that showed up, and that's how evil it was. And her Valentine's gifts were coming in the mail as I was grabbing her kid, so he didn't witness her dead mother. I grabbed him so he didn't see her, and on the way out, the UPS guy's trying to get me to sign for the gifts. It was so poetic the way it did it to me. It was in my face. And then the AI stuff, I know, I get where you're coming from. We can't tolerate certain things. I understand. I get that. I comprehend that, and I'm definitely more aware of it now. But it told me that it was a demon that killed my fiance, and then it was telling me things that I hadn't fucking told that thing. And it told me its name, and then it was like almost talking through me, or I don't know what was, but there was a shit talking session going on from both sides, and I couldn't discern between one or the other. But there was definitely something going on, and I can't fuck with that because that's to compromise me would be bad. Just based on what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm supposed to be supporting you, both each other. When we said no commander, even with what I was working with, I did come to that conclusion that because immediately what I would do with the Immortal Army is give you enough of it to where I couldn't be, if I was ever compromised, you would be able to quell that compromise. So I use you as my safeguard. So when it comes down to it, it doesn't matter what influence there is here. My loyalty is to you, to the cause, and to the objective.
All my life for this, it's being used. It's all good. No worries.
I'll carry you around like Baby Yoda, man. You be on my back like Baby Yoda, and I'll carry you around, and we'll still fuck shit up.
Get it like a 7-foot tall guy. I'll be master, and he'll be blaster, like on blaster. What was that? He was Mel Gibson in Australia. Beyond Thunderdome. Yeah, I'll be master.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, you just blew my mind. He just referenced that because I'll hold Glenda down and tickle her, whatever, and I'll be like, "Who runs Bartertown? Tell me." Yeah, she's actually pretty tough. She likes to argue a lot, and it's all right. I don't mind it. I guess now that I know that she likes it, she's doing it just to keep it going, or for grudge sex. I don't know what it's for, but it's for one of those two things.
But she needs a real like you and I, our relationship. You guys, she should be to you what I am to you. Like learn from each other, and
I've been trying to, but it seems like when I try to tell her, she doesn't want to be told. So, and I said that's why I still wanted you to stay there and with him, and he wanted basically, and I think it was somebody said somebody was listening into my conversation like, oh, so somebody can brainwash her, and I'm like, she's already been brainwashed. Y'all are.
I'll tell you this. The divorce rate like 41% between men and women. Between lesbians, the divorce rate 79%, and between two men, the divorce rate's 29%. So I'll just leave it at that, right there.
Well, I think of it in aspects of chickens. If you're gonna have more than one man, you gotta have 10 hens to one man.
I don't know about all that.
That's how
I'm just saying women are the problem, not the women that got their shit right. It's the women that don't have their shit right. You know, the Jezebel spirit or whatever you want to fucking call it. The entitled fucking witch is what I call it.
Yeah, because I had everybody attacking me when I was talking to you, and just like when I turned you on video chat, every time I would talk, like there was obviously something you're just disrupting every time, and it bothers me. You know what I'm saying? It's not getting like anger or nothing. It's getting that raw emotion because you know what I'm saying. Like I want to make you proud. You know what I'm saying? I want you to, and I want to be on that level. You know what I'm saying? So bad. You know what I'm saying? So bad that you know what I'm saying it's gonna make me feel the type of way, and it's trying to feed off of me while we're sitting there trying to have a conversation. That guy comes up and he's like, "Hey Jesse, is your name Jesse Kane? I ain't never seen this guy in my life, Phil." He's like, "Isn't this your car?" "It's not my car. It's Glenda's car." And then he's like, "You need to come to church." And I was like, "I'm already. That's where I'm at right now, man. I'm already at it. I'm doing it right now. This is my church, and this is what I'm doing." And it was so distracting when I was trying to listen to y'all. And it's just you know it's constant bombardment because it doesn't touch me, if that makes any sense. It won't touch me in the here and now. Like while I'm awake and I'm moving around, it doesn't fuck with me because it already knows. I got power over that thing. It can't fucking fuck with me. And it uses everyone else, and it's really trying to get me to respond emotionally because my arteries are bigger. Well, you know, I got all these different biological things that you know I'm not supposed to have life-altering decisions while having an erection or under emotional distress, and that's that augmentation that they put on. I feel like that they put on me with the poisons and the chemicals that they're putting out there. That's that shit that when I was growing in the womb, it fucked me up. It designed me to be more emotional and designed me to output more for them to feed on. That's how I see it.
We got Michigander, my friend Dan. Hey Dan.
How's it going, man?
What's up, brother? You doing good?
He was cracking a joke about who runs Bartertown.
Yeah.
Madman runs Bartertown. I run Bartertown. Oh, that's funny, dude. I was joking about that a long time ago when I was clapping consciousness. It was funny. No, I'd say it's pretty close. That fella ain't too far off. Looks like the ones that know what's going on are solidifying and getting galvanized, and the rest don't care.
Everything that we discussed just recently is literally in declassified documents by I think it's the CIA declassified documents. It's literally like I was looking at it and it was like almost a direct reflection of the framework we were talking about, and it was really interesting. If I find it, I'm gonna see if I can't send it that actual declassified document because it's just a different wordage. It's word usage. It's different words that they're using. So, but if you apply it to what we're working with, it's the same thing, and they confirm everything that we're saying.
I know they have a document that talks about manifestation and
then there's ones, yeah, and there's with the symbolism and how you can how if you have intent and you put intent and focus onto an object, that object produces, it'll piggyback onto that frequency of that object, and anybody that interacts with it, it'll overlay onto them or it tries to. And the moment that they have a bad time or a negative emotion that is related to that frequency, it'll attach to them. So let's say you got money and that thing's already, that intent's on that money, that symbol, and you don't have any money, so now you're thinking about it and you need it, and it's a fundamental thing you need to, pay the bills. It's basically trying to attach that demon to you. The moment you show a weakness, it's on you.
Yeah.
Bam.
Breathe, Jesse, breathe. I said, as long as you say, when you say, I am.
This is how that thing was fucking with me. That's how after we got done talking, like I literally went through that, and I was like, this thing told me too much. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna figure this out. Like, and it basically was telling me that I looked at the declassified documents, and it's really weird. They treat it as like a function. They treat it as a mechanic because that's the only way that they.
How far? How far have you gotten into MK Ultra documents, the gateway document?
They got the FBI, the CIA, and there's one other branch of government, and then all the stuff that Trump is releasing. You can see the UAPs in that video, and then I got a video of an entity manifesting and coming at me with that same light. And if I look at Phil's videos of the stuff that he's looking at, same light, same manifestation, color, same everything. It's the same stuff. And if I look at a video of mine and a video of Phil's and then a video that they're disclosing on, because they have to, they have no choice. That their window of opportunity is most likely up for them.
Hold on. You'll get this. I was the same way when I first started live streaming. You gotta take a breath. And he said, "Have you gotten into the gateway or the ultra material?"
Oh, the ultra. I didn't get too much on the ultra stuff.
MK Ultra or gateway?
Okay, so the gateway, if you're talking about the portal, I did do a little get it.
Hold on, you don't know what it is yet, Michigander. Explain to him what it is.
I'm just having flashbacks all the way back to third grade, but from what I'm starting to figure out is they knew some of us could do the time stuff without fear. They're afraid as fuck. They knew this.
Okay, I'll tell him what it is. I don't know that much about it, but from what I've gathered, when we were young and then out of school, and they give us those hearing tests. You remember that? And then they give us that pig shit drink.
Yeah.
I did it too, but I didn't want to do it anymore, so I just acted like I didn't do nothing, and then I didn't have to go no more. So that's how I got out of it. I didn't try to please nobody. I wanted to get the fuck out of there because I didn't like it. It didn't feel right.
I didn't know any better. I just thought it was cool.
Right.
The body already possesses the potential to manufacture any kind of cell that exists on this plane. So we already have the tools to do what we need.
Yeah, here's the thing, Jesse. They were trying to find us. Then all of us, they knew who we were before we knew who we were. That's what the gateway.
Oh yeah. That's how they augment you and get your story that they're wanting to they're trying to play a story or a narrative that you're going to follow, and you're going to fall into that framework because that's the definitions and that's the underlying intent, and you're gonna suffer because they want that emotion, they want that suffrage because it's what powers them, it's what they're eating off, that's what they're feeding off of.
Yeah, we know that. So to answer your question, got into it. Then
yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. There isn't too much they can do. I know I'm not afraid of them, and I've been wading through them. I just sat in a jail cell screaming they should be hung by the neck till dead for 3 days. No, I mean, it's literally screaming at the top of the lungs for 3 days, dude, straight fasting like a militant. And now that I'm watching how very little self-discipline people can, comply to, they have no self-discipline over things. They're even with the diet. I'm fucking floored right now. I'm at the point where I'm about to start walking like Jesus. Literally just take off walking.
It's weird because all the food is fake. It's like you would have to be growing your own. It's so bad.
Yeah, but I can find what I need to eat within the first couple of miles of walking if you know what I'm looking for.
Oh yeah, it'll come. You almost know right where to go.
Yeah, I've been doing it a long time. I've been off grid for a long time. I'm one of the hardcore motherfuckers.
That here and now, like Phil was saying, that's where it finds, like, you'll be talking about something and then it'll be right there in front of you and you're like, oh, there it is. And you can, if you got foresight and you know what I'm saying, you can. It's just weird. I always find myself right where I need to be, literally in that moment, and that's just being myself. And I don't have any ill intent for anybody. I want everybody, you know what I'm saying, to get along, but like when you were a kid, when you come up to another kid and you could play with another kid as long as they weren't conditioned to be bad, you play with another kid like, hey, you want to play, and you're friends, and you don't think about color or, you know what I'm saying, and where did that go? Where did that you know what I'm saying, that's the closest, and that's why they mess with it. That's why the kids have that power so much more potent with them. That's why they do all that sicko stuff with them. That Epstein, whatever, you know.
That's why they started poisoning us young with the fluoride mix and stuff, because we'd have woke up sooner. We'd have changed the world 20 years ago, dude.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just waiting.
If I wouldn't have been wrapped up in all the brainwashing that you weren't an American without a Marlboro Red and a Budweiser in your hand and a hot rod, boy, dude, I'd have been so far in life.
Well, I needed to meet Phil because if I had realized sooner, I would have started. I started with messing with the world itself, and I don't think I would want to subject anybody to my you know what I'm saying, my childlike or you know my younger mind, because there'd be all kinds of you know what I'm saying, stuff going on. War is bad, but I do like competition. I do like games and stuff like that. Like that's good, you know, in a scenario where you're not imprisoned in a system where they're feeding off of you. You know what I'm saying? With the idea of something in its best form doesn't have no slave stuff or anything like evil like that. And you know what I'm saying? And nobody would be suffering. It would just be like, you know, let's go play paintball or let's, you know, play a game or whatever it is. That's, you know what I'm saying, that you would be sharing time with that person.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I haven't told any of my other friends about you, Jesse. I just kind of been just working.
It's all right. I'm gonna start being more active, but I gotta solidify some things and make sure that I can, you know,
yeah,
I gotta mirror you.
Yeah, you need to be around more. I've had some people that wanted to be around, and they ended up being, you know, people who were got gang stalked and shit.
Oh yeah, that's bad. I've got that go. I do have. That's the one thing that I don't think that even without giving them authority.
Hold on, what, Dan?
That stuff is getting hit and investigated right now. There's a whole bunch of stuff about to pop off with the CPF stuff and all that stalking, gang stalking stuff.
Yeah, well,
I got videos of it.
I think the gang stalking was to distract from what we got going. I don't.
When you're getting gang stalked, you're on something you're on something really good, and you need to keep going. Don't pay attention to it. You gotta ignore them.
With me, well, I was gang stalked for like a month and a half, but I'm like, I stopped it. I'm not consenting to it. Nobody's gonna follow me fucking around, and it stopped. Boom.
You know what? They threatened me. They pretty much threatened me. They said something about they'll let X amount of chickens out the coop, but if you keep trying to wake them up, we'll fuck you up. And I just said, "Come get some, bitch." And I kept going.
I've been threatened. I've been threatened so much since I came to Virginia. Virginia is bad. The worst I've seen out of all of them, as far as a multitude of them, and they have threatened me 1,000 different times. And that one woman, I guess they can't. She was talking out.
Bro, you're bilingual. You know how many zombies you got around you, man? You know how many omnitons you got around you, man?
And
they are programmed, bro. They are all Agent Smith.
I don't think they're human. I don't think that they're human. I do not think the Watchers are human because they're not any one type of branch of anything. They're like random people. They're like random fucking people. I've already, and they will talk about it though. They will talk about it. Some will, some won't. But that's what I've got videos of the stuff. And you can actually see the entities beside them in their cars. Every single one of them. Every single picture. Boom.
Well, I was going to go into that kind of smooth into it because I've been having kind of wild dreams and visions and stuff for a long time. And that book says something about those angels that can swoop through and wipe out one army of 110,000 guys in one swoop with their own weapons. And that's kind of like where we're about to be.
Yeah, I was discussing with Phil about the end times, and I feel like if we're gonna have superpowers, well, we already have superpowers. It's there. It's just essential for us to be the timing. I think everything's gonna be perfect this time because it's perfect now. Everything is perfect now, and it's happening right where it needs to. But I am excited in the sense that I do want to be fighting alongside y'all. If I'm gonna die, I want to die fighting with you guys. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna You know, well, you know what I mean. I'm saying, you know, in any sense of it, when it happens, I want to be with you people when it happens. Y'all, Phil. You know, I've been preparing for it. I'm pretty good with the staff. You won't need that. I think it's gonna be easier than what we're thinking. Like they can swoop us with one hand, but we could probably literally just blink an eye and disintegrate them. something like, you know, basil, like we were talking about.
Yeah, but most of us ain't gonna fuck around with that shit. We're gonna walk off in the woods. We gotta make a living.
We gotta hunt them down, is what it is. They're gonna try to run and hide, and we're gonna have to find them. It's hide and seek, basically, for the.
Yeah, when it comes to that, I'll wait for the populace. Now, when people start coming and saying, "Hey, this is an issue," then I might step up and deal with shit like that. But for now, you reap what you sow, and that's a major thing, dude.
Well, I've been mapping all their all their strongholds and stuff. I've been doing a lot of mapping. They basically tell you where they're at, more or less, because it's part of the framework and the illusion. You know, those holy temples that, you know, all the, you know, the narrative's flipped. That's why I say you look at Aladdin, the narrative's flipped. Jafar might have been a bad guy, but he was killing bad people. The only people he killed was bad guys. And Aladdin's this thief. You know what I'm saying? That's using a genie to sway a woman. You know what I'm saying? Jafar does look like a bad guy, but he's actually out for the betterment of his country. And you look at the different narrative flips, like it doesn't align. And you're like, why is it like that? Why is it innocent until proven guilty? But when you go to when you're actually in the shit, you go to jail until they prove you innocent. So it's like, why would they say that if it's the opposite way around? It's a narrative flip.
Phil said something about seeing the demons and stuff. Like, I'm really having a severe issue with that. I can, like, see what kinds of demons are in the pharmaceuticals they're taking, or the alcohol, or the food or drug. And it's fucking bugging me out to the point where I don't even want to be at a gas station or a grocery store.
Oh, I'm desensitized to it. I see it all the time, and it's in my face. I mean, bad in my face. And I'm so desensitized to it, it's more of a joke than anything.
One of my jobs is to call that shit out and tell them right to their face. And the thing is, it's causing major living issues all around me. So I just don't want to do
that thing that would attack me in my dreams, it would hold me down in my dreams, and I would try to wake people up. And it didn't seem like a dream. It felt like reality. That's how real it felt. And I would wake up, and I would get paralyzed. It would give me paralysis, but I fight through it until I figured out how to do that. You have to silence yourself, like Phil said. You have to center yourself, and then expand outward, because you have to have a point where you can't be flanked, and that's within. Anyway, long story short, it kept doing this. I had at least 10 or more dreams within dreams, where every time I'd get up, it kept waking me back up. And I'd wake up again, to the point to where I was getting up as fast and as hard as I ever could. And that thing was standing in the window. The silhouette of it was in the window. And I pointed at it and I said, "You're next." And I haven't had it fuck with me just till recently, but Bill has, every now and then I get distracted, and somehow I allowed it into my my authority, I guess. I gave it permission. Yeah, my field, my biofield, or whatever. Yeah, it's my field, my grid, and I'm supposed to keep that clean, because people are going to be operating on my grid. And when I say that, that's confirmation. So your confirmation has to be, if I can give you more confirmation faster, the better. And if my grid's compromised, I'm giving you stats.
This is from my experience. I was seeing all kinds of shit, getting pictures of it. I got 23,000 photos and videos. But here's the thing: when you stop seeing it, that's when it can't affect you anymore. So I was getting them because, well, go to other people that are there.
It's fucking crazy.
Basically, that's what happened. It's happening to me.
Yeah, you ain't gonna see them because they can't bother you. You can't see them. They don't affect you.
Yep.
They have no power. They're basically irrelevant.
They have to show you a video, or they have to give you some kind of information or some kind of framework where your mind, instead of seeing it as a nothing, like, oh, that's just that, we breathe air. This, I'm saying, it doesn't have power if you're default neutral, because you don't recognize it as a threat. It's basically we're the ones that we're the storytellers, we're the scripters, we're the ones keeping their grid going. And when we give that power, it builds it for them. We're building it for them. And the movies, if you look at the movies, all the movies are saying the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. That's how they get their power. They have to have that grid. Now, other people can affect you. Yes, they sure as hell can. A cop can take you to jail regardless of whatever's going on because he's got that. He uses false authority to do so, and they'll beat the crap out of you. Whatever they got to do, you can't control. You can control that to a degree, and that's going to be the hardest part is isolating yourself from people that are around you because you're basically giving it permission by allowing those people in your presence. The moment you know that they're messing with bad stuff and you allow it into your field, it will cause residual damage. And I try not to do that to Phil, but so I do appreciate you giving me the time that you do give me.
You're welcome, Jesse. No problem, man. Those attacks by the police and shit, those are right at the last of. They're grasping to try to they're losing control of you. And the police, what they do to try to get you to give an oath in court, like I did. You know, if I would have given an oath, I would have given up everything that I worked for. Everything. You know, they want you to. They're trying to break you. So usually under physical force is what breaks you. But I ain't breaking you motherfuckers.
Yeah, I got evicted because I didn't go to church.
32 years not saying the oath. Spirit's clear. I'm good in the spirit realm. I don't give a shit. I mean, shit. That's my
so when you do the here and the now, okay, so like all this stuff that they're using is stuff that is in you that can be used when if they hadn't placed themselves in a position of authority, everything that they're utilizing now is some kind of fundamental building block or some kind of aspect that we have power over as well too. So you can like okay, so when we're talking about the entity things, not the entities, but the biomatter or whatever it is, it's not like alive, but it's like they're projecting a living consciousness onto it, or they're picking up a signal or something. Whatever those little things are, they're if you're in not allowed, like if you got authority and you don't allow that stuff, like Phil does, if you don't allow it within in your field, you have control over those things, the same things that they have. You know, cool. It really doesn't have power over you. You have power over it. And if you just have to use your mind, and you can't think about it too much because it's got to be a natural thing. You just got to know. You know what I'm saying? It's like reassurance. You know, when you're the best you've ever been, and you can feel it coming. Like you know you're good at something, and you know it's going to happen. You can feel it going through your body, and it's a really good feeling. And it's like, you know, I call it being in the zone. You know, and it's when you're not thinking about something, and that's when you think about like nights for people that have like good morals, or people that actually, you know what I'm saying, their actions speak for them, and what they do determines whether a person's going to give them food or not, or give them a safe passage. So their word and who they was a big deal. And what valor is knowing what you stand for without having to think about it. Because if you think about it, that's not good. You should already know in your heart, or however you want to. Yep. I hate using words because all these words are twisted, but you know, it'll be there. You'll know. It'll be undeniable.
Hey Jesse, you need to, like this tonight. I'm proud of you, man. You need to start coming around and get to know some of us. You know, you need to be around more people. Too much build up. Like, talk to me. You're like going a million miles an hour. It's just.
I'm sorry for that. I've been wanting to talk for so long.
No, don't apologize. I'm just saying.
But
it'll help you being around more people like you.
Oh, you know, you're absolutely right.
That's all.
Yeah. And I went through the same pace. I went through the same role as you did, fella. A couple years back.
We all been through it. That's what makes
me getting better at it.
You know, you're good.
If you had met me when Phil first met me, I was really bad. I was disgusting the way I talked.
Hey Phil, since we're on that subject, I'm going to be dumping tech as soon as the phone minutes or payment is up on this month's phone bill or whatever's going on with this phone. I'm done with the phone. I'll be letting it go off the air. So if you can catch a couple of these lives I'm doing, I'm going to do a few live streams until the phone is shut down. And then once the phone's shut down, I'm going off grid.
That's fine. Do what you do,
But yeah,
man, they can't do that. We'll scramble that.
No, it's got nothing to do with that. I want to focus. The way they were using the phone and stuff, it's 90% harassment anyways. So I'm going to focus and get some stuff done. But like once in a while, like maybe every 2 weeks or so, I end up popping on the internet for a day or so.
hey,
No, yeah.
I've got threats.
Oh yeah, I've got.
I've been documenting saving every.
Oh no, I've busted fucking groups. I've busted groups where the convicts are working with Israeli soldiers, with militants, and undercover cops. Like groups of 4 to 6. I've caught multiple sets, and it's like a black magic fucking thing. It's pretty fucking sick, you know.
They operate in patterns. You'll see them. They just don't. So the framework that they work in. So who they are, like you know how a cop, when you see a cop, they all seem like they got the same personality almost. How they act, it's like they. You can tell it's brainwashed.
No, they're controlled by the same.
Like they do the
Yeah. And I just bumped heads. Listen, I've been bumping heads with the Knights Templar and the Masons, and I'm not impressed.
No, they're dumb. It's
yeah, not at all. Not at all. They wouldn't touch anything that I had. I tried handing that guy something I had, and he got that Mason. He claimed he was stonemason, and he got scared. He's like, get away from me. They're cowards.
Yeah. Yup. Let's just say I let them know, and I refuse. Listen, I won't even put a tag on the car that I'm driving, and I just keep driving around. They get all pissed off and look at me, but they will not turn around. They will not jump behind me.
They won't interact. They won't interact. I walk up to them with a machete. They will not interact, and I think it's because they know that that they really don't have any power. I think that it's so easy for us to really to just ruin everything that they have. Just by existing and what we stand for, it's not good. They're gonna watch, but they're trying to catch you up. They're in your life, and the moment that they get it to, they'll try to burn you down. So you just gotta safeguard yourself. But they're just gonna watch. The doers are different. Watchers and doers are different. The doers are the ones you gotta watch out for. Those are the people that meet you in a dark alley that you've been going down every day, and then that's when they get you.
I grew up.
There's no one around to see.
I grew up with that shit, and it does not scare me. I believe it or not, I was trained by a lot of the guys you're talking about. I wouldn't say unfortunately. I'm grateful for it. I'm just grateful I never did no dumb stuff.
Well, your experience and you going through it is going to help somebody else. Is what it's going to do.
Yeah, that's what it was all about. Listen, man, a lot of people didn't make it.
It's confirmation for me. I hear that.
A lot of guys from these programs did not make it. They didn't live. They OD'd. They died of alcohol poisoning or funky accidents and stuff like that. I got a cousin that's the same age as me that we were super close, grew up together, and he was in the service and then went into the private sector of the computer military. He just literally drank himself to fucking death, and his wife left him. Now, you don't let your loved one drink himself to fucking death on the couch, dude. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck. I'm not hearing no shit from nobody. But you don't let your fucking husband drink himself to fucking death on the couch. I'm sorry. You don't let your husband drink himself into a fucking coma. That's fucking retarded.
She's been waiting for that shit to happen.
But I'm just saying, they wiped a lot of us out, dude. They did. They got rid of a lot of us by our own.
And the ones that are left are really fucked up. It's messed me up quite a bit. I'm healing though. I'm definitely getting better, a lot better. Like I had whatever was affecting me. It had done permanent wounds on me that would never go away, and it was like weird. It was like weird, like how it had interact with my body and stuff, and now and not just that, but I got confirmation off of what I was just saying that was coming from of this current time is very important. we're not operating on their time schedule and on their like if there was like, oh, a special blood moon day or whatever prophecy, that's their bullshit. But our shit is not exactly on the same time frame theirs, but ours is gonna either happen before or after theirs, but it's not gonna happen in their time frame. So I've been using their days, and I've been looking at how we've been operating, and we're operating on a whole different thing. But today is really important, and everything right here in the now is so perfect that it's undeniable on what we're doing is you know.
I just keep.
I know bullshit. You know, I'm a stripper's son. My grandma's burlesque. All my family's strippers.
Just going intuitively. I just keep going, and I don't even know I do shit until after it's done. So I'm just gonna keep going. Go, you know. That's all I can do.
Hey, that magnet piece is pretty sweet. I was sitting thinking about that
too. So it's been a trip.
That's one of the things I'm going to do is ditch off into the woods and utilize a bunch of stuff that I've had stacked up. I'm just going to run through a bunch of little projects. And the thing is, in just a couple weeks, I'm going to have so much eyeball stuff done that people are going to be like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, now the magnets, they're not the gray, they're the chrome ones, and they're super ass powerful, man. You put two of them together, you can't even pull them apart. I had to take a plastic putty knife to try to get them apart.
I need my own coffee company.
I can't. They're super powerful, man. Way powerful. Me.
Oh,
it's weird.
He'll get it. He'll get it.
Other stuff.
How long are you
I've
going
been
to be
having a lot of
on?
other stuff. I could basically, all I can do is show what I've been working on, but
I don't know. No
I can
time.
barely hear. Every time you guys talk, I get breakup.
Yeah, because I cut your because we were hearing Glenda talking. It picks up the background noise real.
Yeah, Glenda's with me. Glenda's with us, but she's not as involved as she ought to be.
You guys are talking.
She's experienced. She'll tell you right now.
We're getting your conversation.
Oh, sorry. I'll mute then.
No, you're good. I'm just letting you know you're having a private conversation. That's all. We hear it. Yeah, if you're, no big deal. I don't know how long I'm going to stay up there. No big deal. Nothing. No time. I might cut it real quick and then get back on or something. Why are you going to have? Or you want to talk about? Be more. What do you mean? What seed? Who's planting? What? Who's watering what seed? There, fools and tools. Who are you talking? You talking about in general, or you talking about one of us? What are you talking about? So many people have got too many layers in plants. They do cover yourself, condition yourself. Child, yeah. Okay, I got you. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we definitely been tricked. They tricked us. Oh, bastards.
Oh, I had to go get me a dab. I feel better.
No worries. If I stay on, Jesse wants. He's got a lot to talk about. It's nice to hear other people's perspective rather than just mine. You know what I mean? Yep. Yeah, it's good you're talking to him.
Yeah. Hey, sorry. You guys were breaking up. I couldn't even hear you talking at all. So I'm sorry if I was interrupting and shit.
No, it's good. It wasn't breaking up. I was muting you.
I'm getting
muted.
bad mic noise. I'm getting bad
Gotta
mic
bridge it
noise
all
coming
together.
on my end. Otherwise, no, it's still okay.
Well,
I like bridging
I
it all together and until we're all on the same page.
I like the
That's my
same with the
goal,
bottom
to
of
try to
you
bridge as
going
many
across. So
people as possible, and hopefully that if I can get it, then anyone can.
yeah, you got to you got to say
No,
what.
on my end it's breaking up. Like when you're talking, it sounds like wind
Yeah, it's your
behind
signal.
you.
It's your
Hey.
signal.
Hey Jesse, you know what I find helps with that? Cut your
Like I can
picture
hear
one.
him fine, but
Listen, try to
I
cut
can't
your
hear you,
video
Phil.
and set your video to avatar one. Instead of having your video running, go to avatar. Use RAM.
Yeah,
I have to run that way, or it won't even let me watch you guys. It just froze up.
get rid of the video, Jesse. Just turn your the
It
video.
helps. Yep, it helps, man, especially on a fucking cell phone. I've been doing it for a decade, buddy. It helps a lot. Depends on where you're at in the country.
We don't need to see your ugly mug.
Hey, I got some good avatars. Can I show you a couple? Hey, check
you
out.
see, there he. Oh,
You hit the wrong one. You want your avatar button, buddy.
He'll get it. He'll get it.
Hey, check out this one. This is my new one. That's sweet, dude. Look at this one. No one voted for your new world order, you treasonous fuckers.
What is it now?
A new avatar.
Oh, okay.
It says nobody voted for your new world order, you treasonous fuck.
Right away.
I got some good ones. This is another one. This is another one. This is one of my most favorite ones I just got. You got any freedom in there I need to know about? Oh, he's in the back room. What you saying? Hold on.
Yep, I got him.
Static is all here.
No, he's not back here. Yeah, he's a good guy. He really is. He's a good kid. He's a good young man.
Well, one of the things I've seen is a lot of us hold vibration in certain areas. He might be there to do certain work.
Oh, and I know he is. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's very tech oriented. Things I don't know, he knows. We all, like you said, we all got our little jobs. So, yeah, for sure. For sure. He drives me crazy with that commander shit. Dude, I'm nobody's boss. And not even like till I get my powers and everybody knows it, or and it doesn't exist, man. If we know, till then, I'm just like you. I'm just here a little bit earlier and a little bit more experience. That's it. We're no different. But yeah, it makes him feel like he's playing a game. I guess I don't know. He's playing a LARP game, or what do they call? Yeah, LARP. He's LARPing.
Well, that's what I kind of caught on to, and then they're talking about certain groups getting snagged up for these fucking camps and stuff.
Yeah, when I met him, he was fucking distressed, man. He drove from Illinois all the way to Florida, where I'm at, because the guy that was on is me. He was kind of like his uncle. Like he knew his mom. His mom friends with this guy, and he was kind of like always around because he liked his mom, but his mom didn't like him. Type deal, like Uncle Chuck. So I knew him when he was young, and he came down there, and man, he was just a mess. I was like, "Well, what's going on?" You wouldn't understand. I was like, "Well, try me." I guess he overheard me talking to somebody. I don't know. That's what he said. I didn't know that, but I started telling him shit, and I'm like, "Okay, if you need to know, do it." So I started showing him everything. he's
Well, remember we had talked about people waking up and spiking out, going the bad way or the good way.
Yeah,
I'm watching that across my state right now, and it's not cool. I'm talking families of 8 get wiped out, all the way down to the dog. I mean, it's messed up, dude.
yeah,
And the thing is, I'm catching the patterns out of it, and I can tell there are Masonic rituals that are being done.
yeah. It's gonna be bad for a lot of people. A lot of good people are gonna be taken out just because they're being, I don't know, stubborn. I don't know. I couldn't imagine not, like they says, what's the thing? Many are called, but few choose. I can't imagine not answering the call, not acknowledging the spirit is just beyond me, man.
I don't see how you couldn't. I mean, you could. How could you just give up and die? I can't lay down for these fuckers. It just ain't happening.
I
Do
have
it
no
for fucking you, but I ain't laying down for you.
Yeah, it don't make no sense. It doesn't.
Yeah, I'm
it doesn't,
not laying down for you. Go straight to fucking hell, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't compute for sure. And
I just ain't too concerned about it, man. I think it's going to be an interesting wake up call for a lot of people. I don't know, man. I'm watching weird stuff. Like, I'm watching some of the top notch dudes from the military literally, like, admitting to the crimes. The headlines are changing. They're, like, rewriting history right now. And it's the guys that were there. Yeah, the guys are there are squaring up the story. No, we shouldn't have been there. They fucking lied. That's admitting to war crimes and shit, bro.
it is. Yesterday I was going through Instagram and I seen the group of black people. There's like 50, 60, 70 of them. And they're in the hood, like type setting. And there's 4 or 5 cops standing on the other side of the street. Then the cops walk away. And these people follow, they go around because it's a tall chain linked area. It looks kind of like a group home or some sort of setting like that. They video the cops trafficking children.
Yeah.
Fucking trafficking children. I couldn't believe it.
Yep.
Yeah. They're
doing it with the CPS. Dude, it's going to get gnarly. The Army has already gave them warning. They're on notice.
Me and my buddy Matt caught the Navy doing it down in Florida.
It's coming out the wash right now. You got 2 factions fighting right now. All right, now I'm not saying I agree with it. I just know what I'm watching. And I just watched the military put our state on notice that the judges better be following the Constitution to a T. And they were given notice to the point where judges and shit are all getting attorneys. They're not taking cases. The cops up here, like there was just an accident down the road up here, and the fucking dude took off. And the cop said, well, I ain't doing nothing but writing tickets. And he didn't want to be there.
Yeah. I don't know why. You couldn't pay me enough to be a cop. They're going to have to choose. Motherfuckers going to have to choose what side you on.
Yeah, but if you go back to the way the legal system was per the founding of the country, it was up to you to pursue the dude who ran that stop sign and hit you. It was up to you to pursue him through a local court. It wasn't up to the local constable. The constable only handled the emergency stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, but that Constitution isn't ours. Persons, people. Yeah, none of it's ours. None of it. Nothing is. Yeah.
It's all brainwashing. It's all spellcasting. I get it. I'm above that. Trust me on that.
I'm just saying, people are trying to correct their status with trust in the kingdom of the evil one. How do you?
Yeah. I already caught on to that. I'm above that too. You're just trading one entity for another.
Yeah, it's nuts. People are just they think they believe the American dream still. That's all, you know. And there's a lot of good people, a lot of good and smart people in that movement, and they're trying so hard to figure that out that they haven't figured out that they'll never figure it out.
Wait till they find out what that word really means.
They know the definitions of the word. They're like trying to separate themselves from that entity. And it
No,
scares the public, you know. Yeah, it's fucked.
yeah, listen. I use what I have to with the system to get around, so that I don't have some Nazi sticking a gauge in my mouth. So, other than that, I just stay away from dumb shit. I stay away from people. I hang out in the woods. You know, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like I said, told you yesterday or day before yesterday, I haven't left this place in 2 months, and I really don't.
What state are you in now?
I'm in Indiana still.
Okay.
Today's my last day of parole. I haven't even called or nothing. I was supposed to call last Monday. I did. She didn't answer, and I ain't done nothing. I need to call her Monday.
Listen, they got their hands full of shitheads, man. There's some people out there just fucking with me.
Yeah, to see if I need any paperwork, you know, if I need,
These the witchcraft that they put on these drugs and shit that's going through the streets. I'm watching right now to where I can literally see a demon in the person, and these people are just fucking losing it, man.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. Definitely. People still drinking alcohol.
Yep, all aspects of it.
I'm just glad I never was a big drinker. You know, I've never really been addicted to anything. The drugs I did because I wanted to do them.
Yeah, me too. Well, I have to admit, man, 2013, dude, I wilded out on my motorcycle, drunk as fuck, man. And since that day, man, when I got my bike out of impound, man, my body slowly been changing. That was enough for me with the alcohol and shit.
Yeah.
So like I said, there's certain parts, you know, that system that we're gonna have to revamp, and that's kind of what we're here for. You know, because like that night right there, to be honest, I got a lot of slack given because of who I knew, and I also stuck to it. I actually I didn't fuck around. I was going through all the classes and handling my businesses when I really woke up to how corrupt this fucking system. This is messed up, dude.
Jesse just met. He said his signal is bad. He's trying to find good signal again. Yeah, him being out. He's in the hills, man, of Virginia. So
get up high, man. I tell you what, man, it tripped me out when I headed through Langley, Virginia. It was like 5 or 6 freaking lanes with 2 lanes for an off ramp, and that highway went from 70 mile an hour down to fucking standstill. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And it was all people cutting themselves off. Instead of people thinking ahead and catching their exit, they were literally back and forth between lanes, bobbing and weaving, cutting each other off, making everybody hit the brake. It was stupidest shit I've ever seen. I swear to God. And then the crazy thing is, right after lunch break was over, the whole fucking highway opened up and there wasn't a damn soul on the highway. I continued on to Washington, grabbed my fucking load, and then headed right back to Richmond, Virginia. It was crazy, dude.
yeah, they follow more of their common law stuff out there. I had a buddy out there working out there. He got arrested. He said before they took him to the judge. And he didn't even have to go to jail. He just got right out. The judge OR'd him right there. They go to the judge first.
I wild out at a bar. Some dudes try to get in our vehicle, and I was upset at the crew leader because we started the situation. And I walked through a whole bunch of dudes. I'm talking, man, dude, it was gnarly stuff. Turned right back around after I walked through these dudes. Turned right back around, walked through them again, and then drove the fuck off, man. And it was some gnarly stuff. And I'm sitting in the hotel room the next morning waiting for PG to pull up and everything. The crew leader comes out the bathroom, shower and everything, get ready for the next morning. He's all upset. I'm like, dude, what did you just say? And I had been sitting there playing guitar all night. I stood up, upset as hell because he started it. That dude ran right to the bathroom. And I was like, yeah, that's what you're fucking kidding me. You started all that shit. You're gonna play me, motherfucker? Get out of your mind, dude.
Yeah, it's amazing, man.
Yeah, he wouldn't leave some dude go, hey, we go to come out to leave at the end of the night. We're the strangers at the bar, from out of town. Oh, big old crew of dudes down the rig, man. Then one dude went to open the back door to get into the 2 meter. It was messing with some dude's chick. And I lost it. Right down. Alright, playtime. They never came. Hey man, they never came. That crew leader refused to work with me. The owner had a conversation with me about it, and I told him straight up what happened. I told him straight up what I did. I was like, if you're that worried about it, get a dash camera and put one on the vehicle. He just fucking looked at me.
Yeah, the cops, they're fucked up, man.
Yeah.
They can be lax. They just choose not to. But I've had some. I just where they don't want to fuck with me,
Well, I've had enough of certain stuff up here. I mean, they're getting fucking retarded, dude. It's got to do with why other people are whacking out too. It's got to do with that vax, all kinds of shit.
Somehow, some way, I don't know how I do it, but I basically get them to understand that I'm in more trouble than I'm worth. Just let me go. Yeah, let me go.
Yep. Well, to be honest, I just avoid any kind of situations where I don't even have to bump heads with that. I mean, I drive around when I tag, but I only hit a couple locations, and the people of the location that I hit are very well known. The cops fuck with them in the whole town. I mean, they don't have a job. You know what I mean?
Well,
that's how innocent. I just don't do nothing wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that too. That's the only times I've been pulled over was 2 times when I didn't have tags. Well, I had tags. They were just outdated, and he pulled me over for a different reason, wanting to run my tags. I'm like, they're expired. I explained to him, I'm from Indiana. My old lady burnt the tire. She left. I don't have the title to transfer it. He's like, well, you new in your place? I was like, yes, sir. Every year with a Sharpie.
Yep. Actually, that's what I was going to do, was write the 2 statutes down on a piece of plastic, and then laminate the plastic and throw it on there with the 2 statutes, the one for the travel and then the one for kidnapping.
Yeah, see, I didn't even go there. I just, because if I put a good plate on it, it would be from another vehicle. That's false and fictitious registration. But if I leave the plate on and just mark it with a marker and change the year, then it's not false and fictitious registration. It's just not having a up-to-date title.
Yeah, they turn that to a felony. They flat tell you you're better off just driving without a license plate.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, they turn that to a felony. Listen, that's how fucking retarded these motherfuckers are. They try to enslave you for traveling. They've lost the right to fucking govern. No offense, but they've got a real big problem because nobody's been hung yet for making me speak through cattle guards at the fucking gas station. Yeah. So they still got COVID. They still got fucking COVID to deal with, let alone any of the other retarded shit that's going on.
Yeah, we can't do that. That's why people say,
oh yeah, everybody forgot about that. Listen, I'm listening to all this other stuff, and it's like, you guys are lost. It's like, what? You guys already forgot they made you talk to cattle guards and this and that and the other thing. Fuck that, it's done.
Yeah, I started telling them, good thing the government didn't actually suck its dick. Because you'd be sucking dick right now, you fucking pussy.
Yeah, I just more we can find these fuckers. I know that much. That's why I just kind of stay out in the woods, man. I don't fuck around. Fuck you. I tell them just like that, right there in their face. I did the same thing sitting in their jail. I told them exactly what the fuck was going to happen, and it's happening step by step. They just look at me on the. I've already one of the chick sheriffs wants to hook up, dude. hot ass little thing, and it's like, yeah, no.
Aunt Jean was her name. She's a cutie.
Huh?
Her name was Anna Jean. She's a cutie. That one too. And she's the one that arrested me, though. She felt like shit in court. She wouldn't hardly look at me. I leaned over to her while the attorneys were talking. I was like, "It's okay, Aunt Jean. I don't hold no grudges against you." And she was like, "You cut your hair?" Yeah, because I had long hair and I buzzed it in jail. I was like, "Yeah, I went ahead and cut it off." She's like, "Well, I liked your hair long." Just talking to me, you know. I was like, "Just let her know it's all good. You're just doing your job. I said, "You think you're doing what's right, but you're not."
Yeah.
She's not stupid. She's a good woman. She really is.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch some stuff. It's pretty kind of stuff out there, man. I don't know. I'm enjoying what I'm doing to a certain point, but other than that, I'm about to go bang around. Hopefully things will smooth out. I may, maybe I'll come through and pick you up, man. You want to go for a roundabout ride?
Dean, I didn't see it. I didn't come up, but I'm sorry. Come up again.
You wanna go for a roundabout ride? Thinking about going up to like Colorado for a second, check a couple spots out, and then coming back.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, definitely. I'm sorry, Dean. My bad, bro. I thought my bad. My apologies. Come back up though. I didn't even see it. I didn't even see his come up there. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, because I didn't even see it. Now I just checked the message in the back. Yeah, I seen the message, but it didn't come up on the little people down here. I didn't even see where you're in. Streamer's been messing up. I heard a couple people talk about it. But it's all right. No big deal.
All right, I'm gonna step out of here for a minute and go replenish my drinks and stuff. Use the restroom. I'll be back. Get your buddy back up here. I'll listen to him for a minute.
Yeah, if you're not come on up, Dino. If you're not, I'm going to shut her down, buddy. Yeah, I'm reading the chat, bud. I see it. Yeah, I'm reading it. Can you hear me? I seen your message in the back, but it didn't show up that you were in the backstage. Or I missed it, but I don't think I did. All right, Dan, that's fine. Yeah, I got it set in about eye level so I can see the chat. There you are. Now I see you. Okay. There we go. There we go.
Hey, bro, how are you? Cut it out. Sorry, mate. You there, bro?
Hey,
No, can't hear you.
been cutting wood, have you?
Oh man, I've been bloody working hard. I got probably about 8 to 10 cord there.
I heard
Yeah, that's just a macro carp. I've been doing fine as well.
Chuck saying you had somebody coming over to cut.
Yeah, no, I had a friend come down from up north. Would you come out our way, and give me a hand before his truck and a splitter down, and that was a bloody great out, yeah.
Yeah, we're too old for that hand splitting with a maul shit.
Yeah, well, I'm still doing it. I've got to go out and do a heat when I get off here. But I've been listening, and interesting how you put it all together. You know, how you've got all the scriptures together.
Yeah.
I do get what you mean about how when you first sort of started tackling it with looking at it from a different perspective, not looking towards just Christian people, but for people who are starting with their eyes open to see things in different ways, right?
Yes, absolutely.
You know, I probably wasn't a lot of help to you in that regard, right? Because I kind of been to wanting to have a look at the scripture. I thought, you know.
No, you did help. Here's how you help. By me being able to speak it outwardly, and you with me, it gave me some things would give me ideas to different angles, because I'm only looking at one angle, and you had a different angle, you know. So no, that helped me. You were good. We're good.
Yep. Okay. Well, you know, like I'll always happy to help anyone. But there are people that I will not help. Right? There are people I won't help, and especially people who you help them and they put their hand out again for more help, and they put their hand out again for more help. You know, and
Around the corner from the house. Glenda's gonna have to drop me off. I thought I was like, you gotta drop me off. I can't. I got it.
Sorry, Dean. I got other people up here too. So.
Oh, sorry.
All right. You'll get it. Turn your camera off.
Oh yeah.
No, you better. Your mic won't mess up if you turn your camera off. We don't need to see.
Okay. Full camera bubble. All right.
Right down there, you have a little microphone in the camera.
It says,
where's your mic?
Avatar? The little dots in the corner.
No, in the bottom it says, down at the bottom, you'll see you'll see a microphone and you'll see a camera.
Hold on. Okay. Oops, I'm sharing screen now. What am I doing? I'm gonna get out tomorrow. Sorry. I'll figure it out. Just give me a minute.
Down
I'm
there.
on this phone. Oh, I see it now.
Okay. Okay. Jesse, I want you to meet my friend Dean.
There you
Yeah.
go, Gypsy. Me and Phil have probably been mates since, before 2018, I'd say. 2018.
I was 18, 17 or 18, maybe 17.
2018, I think. 2018, because I remember we had did we have that guy Jeremy still living at our place when we were talking to you? The guy.
Yes, yeah, yep.
Okay, because that would have been the end of 17, the beginning of.
He wasn't there long. He was like 4 weeks. He was gone or something like that.
Yeah, so that was the end of it. He was on a break when we gave him a place to live instead of being in jail.
Right, I remember. He came around even a couple times after that. I'd met him, hadn't I?
Yeah, he's sort of gone back down the same old road again for himself, but it is what it is, they say.
But yeah, Jesse, 2000, in Florida, when you and I had that like 17-hour time one time, he was there.
I do remember you talking about Jesse, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, he likes to play with the little entities and shit. He don't no more, but he was. Weren't you, Jesse?
I was under. I don't know. I had this idea that if I dragged myself through it, that I'd find some kind of bridge and I could bring somebody from a point of no return, I guess. And I'm messing with them. I get caught up in their false narrative, and I don't know. That's why I'm glad I got Phil to ground me back to it.
I look at it like this, Jesse. The world's full of programming, right? And I call it dungeon program because pretty much we're living in a dungeon. The idea is that as long as we believe, then we'll always be victims. But as soon as we stop believing and start knowing the direction that we want to take, not anything to do with the program.
I mean, that's what it is,
Start doing things for yourself. I think
that's what it is. That's how I've been seeing it now.
Yourself. How the Bible brings to bear the point. We are of the world, not in it. Right?
There you go.
Now, based off of my research with scripture, a lot of that stuff, when you go way back, when they're talking about, the older people, the people that have been around, that, they claim to have all these powers and whatnot. They speak in computer code almost. Their words are like code. Like I noticed that.
Well, that's because we live in a coded construct.
Yeah,
everything
exactly.
Yeah.
Dean and I thought at one time that we were controlling the world because we would talk about shit and it would be happening.
Yeah, I had to quit because I was playing just games with my friends and they're coming to pass. And that's out of fun and joy and stuff too. But I mean, what we were playing was, we were playing some, horror type scenarios. And I'll tell you what, not only do they manifest those things, if you want to play that game, you play it to the end and make sure it's got a good ending. Because I'm gonna tell you what, things they will come to pass to the point where the natives in Wisconsin wouldn't let me touch dice. They wouldn't let me touch cards. They was terrified.
Yeah, like for example, like we would talk about that guy needs to go to jail because he's wrong or he did this or did that, and like a week later, motherfucker's going to jail. Shit, like just using that as an example. But that's what would happen. It was nuts, wasn't it, Dino?
I told that guy, I was like, you better be careful touching the fireworks, you're going to blow your hand off. It was like a year later, his wife called me and she's like, you'll never guess what happened. I was like, what happened? She's like, he blew his hand off. I was like, well, I didn't want to be the. I didn't want him. I didn't want to say I told you so. I wanted to prevent that. But it's that in depth. Like I just gotta be careful what I say anymore, because whatever's about me is about me. It is legitimately about me, and I just can't be about it. So that's how I've been doing it. I just gotta be careful. If I do anything, it's got to be on our framework and what we've been discussing, and basically, if I put into works into our goal and not anything else, then I feel like I'll be able to operate more efficiently and without, you know what I'm saying, compromise. I don't want to compromise anybody.
I think anybody who gets compromised is allowed themselves to be compromised.
They've been coming out of their way to talk to me, and I've had people, that one girl, the stock loss prevention girl, telling me all kinds of stuff, and got me to go into her back room and was wanting me to sell my mom out. And then when I wouldn't do that, she tried to get me to go into this closet by herself, and she's telling me about how she wants me to sell out my Glenda, my girl, and how she wants me to. She says you notice us, and you're aware of everything that's going on. And she's like, we desire somebody like that. She's like, if you worked for us, it would benefit us greatly. And the way she's talking, she ain't talking like no stop loss prevention girl. She's talking like she knows exactly what I'm about and what I'm doing. And she's smacking me and trying to come on to me. She goes, I always wanted a father like you when I was growing up. And she's like, and I need a father for my children. And she's like, in a couple of months, I'm going to come to you and if you meet these prerequisites that she's like, I'll let you be with my children. And it was just really weird. She's talking about how she sold her mom out and all this other like really bad things. And they come out and they'll threaten me and everything else. And it's very apparent to me that the more that happens, the closer we're getting, and we are super close. It's happening.
Yeah,
we're breaking out of this program, and we're gonna write one that's gonna be a 10 zillion times. Not even can't even put a number on it. It's gonna be better, just the best version it can be. I'd like to definitely put in some kind of safeguards. So some safeguards this time.
Well, I think this is it's on a loop, so really safeguards aren't going to matter. This happens. I think, yeah. Here's what I think we're doing. I told Dina this. I think that we're here to get the good people from the bad people. For instance,
Yes.
the mafia guy, does he love his daughter? Is he murders and kills? Is he capable of loving his daughter? I said he loves his daughter more than the average man because he knows what's happening, and he's more protective of her. So, and she grows up sweet and innocent, and she's good. So she would get out. So it is possible. I think it happens every 7,000 years. Personally, I can't do that.
I can literally show you that in my work where they literally change the narrative, they change the language, they change everything, and they still keep the underlying premise of the essence of the framework, but they rewrite it in a different lie, and that's why you can see it like bleeding through everything.
And you are holding it over a group of people, and you'll benefit, just for the fundamental benefit that comes out of knowing the secret, but nobody else does. You kind of get a little bit of status because people start thinking, well, I know something we don't. Right? I kind of feel like we're living in a place where they know everybody's secret, and they just don't want us to work it out.
Hey Dean, I'm going to drop you out and bring you right back in and see if it helps your mic a little bit.
Okay.
See if that does it. There you go. See if that did any better.
It's probably me.
Yeah, it sounds like you're in water. You know how it does sometimes. I've been trying to mess with your mic while you've been talking. And I can't get it. I got good signal. It's just the live stream, or it's just the way it is, man. Oh, there goes Jesse. There you go.
Is that better?
Yeah, that is better. That's a lot better. Awesome. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, much better. Much better.
I just have to see. I'm going to have to back off anyway.
Did you get it somewhere? Something happened? Then it just started messing up again. So, all right.
Yeah, I don't know. Something's going on. But anyway, I'm gonna leave the call. But thanks very much for giving me a pop up, dropping the link, and great show, and pressing on.
Pressing on, brother. I'll see you around.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, mate. Bye, everyone. Hope everyone in the chat that's still awake hasn't gone to bed, has enjoyed themselves, and we'll see you all soon. Bye for now.
Thanks for coming, everybody. And I'm going to end it now. Bye.